Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of Wargaming 2022. I am, as always, your host, the Ohio Patriot of the Ohio Patriot Education Network. Obviously, we're going to start this out the right way, which is showing the map of Ohio, how J.D. Vance won the U.S. Senate tonight, because fuck terrorist Tim Ryan. If you notice all those little blue spots there, that's the major cities of Ohio, legitimately. The top one there in Cuyahoga County, that is right by the lake, which would be says Cleveland there. Then you got Columbus, Cincinnati, Dayton, Toledo. I'm not sure exactly which county that is at the very bottom there. That went blue for Tim Ryan. And then that one that's kind of like a light red color is basically the Akron Canton area. And that's why I believe Madison Jessie Otto Gilbert can possibly win this race right now. Hopefully she does. Her congressional race against Amelia Sykes, who shouldn't even really be in the race, honestly, because unlike Madison Jessie Otto Gilbert, who actually beat 6 other people in a congressional primary, Amelia Sykes was the default fucking winner of the Democrat race because she only had herself in the fucking race, dude. She beat no one at all. So it's a bunch of shit, honestly, dude. But yeah, it's just fucking ridiculous, dude, what it is. That being said, we're gonna go and talk about a bunch of other races here. Unfortunately, I can't really bring up a bunch of statistics because my way on my computers anymore is what it is. We're gonna talk about stuff on the phone here that I have in my hand right now. So this was as of 15 minutes ago from the New York Times. You obviously have Mike DeWine being reelected governor again. We had 95% of the votes reported in right now. There was a little over 4 million voters in this election cycle, which is a lot for Ohio because we're only like 8 million people in the state or something. But yeah, DeWine got 62.8% of the vote, 95% reporting, which was 2,515,025 voters. Nan Whaley took 37.2% of the vote and had 1,489,726 votes. And when you look at where her vote counts are as compared to where Tim Ryan's vote counts are, it's all those blue areas right there, dude. It's all the Cincinnati's, the Columbuses, the Clevelands, the Daytons, the Toledos, the Akron, Canton area, stuff like that. And then, going down, we obviously have let me see if I can find they should have the JD Vance Tim Ryan race in here, but I can't find it now. What the shit, dude? But yeah, as you can see, that's basically how that race went. And it was pretty much the same numbers, honestly. What was fucked up to me was, actually, I think no, here we go. Yeah. JD Vance had 53.3% of the vote. Tim Ryan had 46.7% of the vote. JD got 2,137,842 votes, including mine, by the way. Tim Ryan got 1,872,186 votes with 46.7% of the vote. I would love to know the people voting for this jackass, dude, because you had almost 2 million people vote for dipshit Tim Ryan, dude. A man who literally committed terrorism on MSNBC less than 2 months ago by calling for the death of fucking MAGA movement and stuff like that, dude. And not only that, but he's been a piece of shit anti-gunner in Congress for fucking 20 years now at this point, bro. Like, it just amazes me anybody vote for this jackass, dude. Like, he must have seriously just like took people into the bathroom and went full glory hole at that point, man, or something. Because there is no fucking way that makes sense otherwise, bro. No fucking way it makes sense otherwise. But anyway, then we got various other races here. Unfortunately, Marcy Kaptur, who has been in Congress for over 40 fucking years, and by the way, when you look at the Cuyahoga County district right there that represents Cleveland, this one right here, that's all Kaptur's fucking district, pretty much, dude. That hard blue fucking bullshit fucking wave thing is what it is. That's why she won re-election, dude, for like the 23rd fucking time, basically, at this point. And it's like, at what point do we just start having term limits, dude? Seriously? It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. Anyway, to go to Ohio's congressional districts, though, we have 95% of the vote count in for District 1 right now between Landsman, who is a Democrat, and Representative Steve Colbert, who was the current incumbent. They still have not called that race, which I'm surprised by. And this was as of, I think, about 15 minutes ago or so, give or take. Then District 2, and actually that was interesting is because they redrew the lines on that one for Steve's district, you now have that being a +5 Democrat district. Then you had District 2 with WinZip beating the Democrat Meadows by a bunch. That was a +49 Republican on that one. District 3, which is where Joyce Betty represents, and that's Columbus area down there in Franklin County, was a +40 Democrat district. She easily won that. Jim Jordan re-won his district by quite a bit. It was like 3/4 majority or something like that. He's a +39 Republican district down there in the Columbus / outskirts area is what it is. Bob Letta, I think that's what the guy's name is. I know the last name is Letta. I think his first name is Bob. Is a +34 Republican district, and he won re-election. Bill Johnson, who I basically default voted for because it was either vote for Bill Johnson, vote for, I think it was Lou Laras, who was the Democrat, which is ironic because Lou actually ran in the last election cycle as a Republican. So either he's a rhino sack of shit, or he just wanted to basically run in any party he could win under is what it is, which would be my guess at this point, honestly. But he lost pretty handily to Johnson, which was a +36 Republican district. Max Miller, ex-Trump dude, won his district. That's now a +11 Republican. Davidson, who was the incumbent, won his district. It's another Republican place, +31. Like I said, Marcy Kaptur, which was a +13 Democrat, won her thing. Mike Turner won his, which was a +24 Republican. Shontel Brown, who has been a congresswoman for about, I think, like 125 days now or something like that, because she won a special election last year is what it was. +55 Democrat district, also in the Cleveland area there. Easily, she was like 3/4 the majority is what it was, dude. Troy Balderson won his district for re-election. That was a +39 Republican. The Madison Jesse Otto Gilbert versus Amelia Sykes district, which was Tim Ryan's old congressional district there in Akron-Canton area, which was the slightly leans red district there in Stark County where I'm at, is a +5 Democrat, and it still has not been called. And then for the other two, we got Dave Joyce won re-election, +24 Republican district against a guy named Killboy, legitimately. It's Kilboi. It's like, dude, seriously? Maybe you should change your name. And then Mike Carey, who just got into office last year, he was the one that beat Allison Russo's bitch ass in that special election. Mike Carey's also a Trump back guy. He won his district and is a +14 Republican there. For our state legislature, we got the trifecta tracking thing here: governor, state senate, and state house. So going to our state senate is now a 25-7 Republicans, which potentially could be a 25-8 because they still haven't called one of the races here is what it is, which is the Rogner-Getz race. And I think that's bullshit too, because Christina Rogner is up by a lot in that race, dude. You got 95% reporting in. She's already 51% of the vote. Patricia Getz is a fucking nutcase, dude. I talked about her before on this channel in one of the it was either one of the wargamings recently or it was one of the grandstands. Patricia Getz is literally a bought and paid for anti-gunner by Bloomberg's group, dude. The fact that she's even in this race at all is ridiculous entirely. But yeah, it looks like Democrats actually picked up at least a couple seats here is what it is in our state house then. So, although no, we have 33. That's right. We have 33 overall. So there's a couple people that retired out. That's what it was. That's what I'm thinking of right now. So yeah. So, oh my God, holy fuck. That is fucking amazing, dude. I just looked at one of the races here. Yes. Tina Maharoth, anti-white racist cunt who I've talked about on this channel for the past 2 years in a lot of old videos under the old moniker and stuff like that. Lost her re-election bid, dude. Thank fuck that happened, dude. I'm so happy about that one. This chick should have been kicked out of our state house 2 years ago when she tried to call a bunch of white people racist and stuff like that, dude. Went on a whole anti-white racist tirade during the 2020 lockdowns, sucked BLM's dick like a motherfucker, jerked off Antifa, et cetera, did some commie bullshit in her fucking car. And yeah, I am so fucking happy to see her lose. So anyway, for the our state senate right now, we had Macaulay went uncontested. You had Reynolds beat Maharath 53% to 47%. Hoffman, who I believe is our current speaker, not speaker, Senate president. I keep thinking it's Speaker of the Senate, but now it's Senate President. One uncontested. You had Wilson beating Dallas. Both those people were Wilson was actually the incumbent here. Dallas was a newcomer. They lost. So we got Rep. Wilson being reelected. This is something that bothers me right now with districts 9 and 11 in our state Senate right now. So this is something I've talked about many times when it comes to Ohio. So we have term limits on both sides of our General Assembly. You can do 8 years in the state Senate, or you can do 8 years in the state House is what it is. That's what your entire fucking political career should be at that point, dude. It should be, hey, you have 8 years either over here, and then get the fuck out. The problem is they allow people to flip-flop our General Assembly all the fucking time. So you had Catherine Ingram and Paula Higgs Hudson, who are two of the biggest anti-gun fucking cunts in this entire state, dude. Two of the biggest fucking bitches that during Ohio's constitutional carry last year and into this year tried to add in red flag and universal background check amendments every single time. And they, of course, both took down the seats there in districts 9 and 11, which I think previously were Democrat places anyway. However, it would have been nice to see Sanja or Daya actually beat them, which Ingram beat that Sanja guy by a lot, 73% to 27%. Hicks Hudson only had 55% though, dude. So that was pretty close. That was a lot closer, honestly, dude. Nathan Manning won re-election with 58% of the vote. Herschel Craig won an uncontested general election in District 15. Shane Wilkin, who is another one of these people that used to be in our state house and is now in our state senate, won 74% of the vote in District 17 versus Boone, who was the Democrat. Brenner won re-election with 63% of the vote in District 19. We now have a new person named Smith in District 21 who won 83% of the vote. I'm guessing that's a Democrat stronghold now. Nikki Antonio won re-election with 69% of the vote. She's in the Cleveland area. Demora. That's not Jimmy Demora, is it? Because I was gonna say, bro, like, that's pretty fucking, yeah. Like, I remember that name, honestly. For those who don't know who Jimmy Demora is, Jimmy Demora was a guy that used to be in, I believe it was either the Cleveland City Council or it was like some part of like Board of Trustees in Cleveland or something like that. The guy went to jail for a shitload of time for being a giant bribery, being part of a giant bribery scandal is what it was, dude. Very similar to Larry Householder, which honestly, if you look at Larry Householder's go down in our state house and stuff like that, should have took down about half the General Assembly with it, as well as DeWine and Houston and a bunch of other people as well. So, and then of course, Christine Rogner's race hasn't been called in 27 yet. That piece of shit, Kirk Shearing, won an uncontested general election, which I wrote myself in on that race, honestly, because fuck him. I should have been in that primary to primary his ass out. And I would have been if it wasn't for social media tech censorship. And then we got new State Senator Landis, one uncontested in District 31. And you got Ruley winning in District 33, who is the incumbent with 60% of the vote. So right now, we have a very real possibility in the Ohio State House right now to actually get the 66 that we need. And I say that legitimately because I think it's going to happen. Because there's quite a few that are leaning Republican right now by a little bit here. That if we get it, it could actually be more than that right now, dude. So we have 99 seats in our state house right now. 64 have been called for Republicans. 30 have been called for Democrats. So that leaves 5 up for grabs right now, dude. And currently right now in District 5, you have Beach currently beating current incumbent Democrat Brown by 0.2%. You have District 23, which is where Daniel Troy is at, with 1% of the vote in his favor versus Phillips. So that could easily be a toss-up district. You have Representative White currently beating Caruso, 2% of the vote there. She's been the first termer right now. You have Williams and Larson, which would be Republican and Democrat respectively. Those are two new people. Williams has it by 2% right now, and that's not been called yet. And Santucci, who would be a new state rep, has it by 2% in District 64. And then Gail Pavgia, I think is how to pronounce her name. She has it by 2% in District 72, and she'd be a second-term congresswoman at that point then. Or state congresswoman. So, yeah. But it's crazy, man. Like, if we could take... Seriously, bro. Like, if we take 4 out of the 5 of those, dude, that would give us a 68 majority at that point, and you could pretty much have every Republican lockstep in 2023 and vote out every single Democrat from our General Assembly, dude. They could actually just remove them from office at that point by default, which is what they should be doing anyway, because of the fact you have, whether it be Jarrell's or Humphrey or Lightbody or Miller or especially Allison Russo and Beth Liston, et cetera, all of these motherfuckers, dude, all of them should be throwing the fuck out of our General Assembly anyway, dude. Years ago, because they should have been locked out in handcuffs back in 2019 when they submitted in, I should say back in 2019 and then in 2020 as well, when they submitted in red flag laws and universal background checks and completely broke their oath to office as primary sponsors and co-sponsors of legislation. So, but yeah, so here's how everything went down then. So you had Jarrell's and Humphrey in District 1 and 2. Both win uncontested races, so they basically just got them by default. You had a person named Mohammed, last name Mohammed, get 80% of the vote in District 3, which I'm assuming is Columbus or Cleveland area, one of the two. Mary Lightbody won 55% of her vote to get reelected for, I think it's either a third or fourth term now. We got District 5, which Beach is leading by 0.2% right now. You have, that has not been called yet, by the way. You have that piece of shit Adam Miller winning District 6 with 58% of the vote. That makes me so sad on that one, dude. You have because honestly, he should have been primary by Allison Russo or vice versa. They should have both either been in the same district, whether it be 6 or 7. And one of them should have gone out of office at that point then during the primaries. Then you got Allison Russo winning an uncontested race in District 7. You have Beth Liston getting 68% of the vote in District 8, which was versus Trumpier, I think is their pronounced person's name. They got 30% of the vote. Abduli taking District 9 uncontested. You have District 10, which was the first Republican district, which was Dobos with 50% of the vote. You have District 11 went to a Democrat named Samani. District 12 was an uncontested for Brian Stewart, current state rep. District 13, Mike Skindell won with 74% of the vote there, so that's obviously a blue fucking hellhole right there. Probably, again, like we're looking at the map right now. Most likely it's one of the blue shitholes right there in the, well, actually, no, I'm sorry. It would be, I was going to say Cleveland area, but it's not Cleveland area. I believe Skindell is actually in the Cincinnati area, which would be the very bottom of the screen right there in Hamilton County. So, yeah, not surprising on that one at least, because that's literally downtown Cincinnati is what he represents there. You got Democrat Brennan, who's a new person in District 14, taking 56% of the vote. District 15, uncontested to Della Lagua, who probably isn't even legal in this country, is my guess. Or at least wasn't at some point in their past, I'm assuming, or their family wasn't, or something, or nothing else. So, yeah, not a fan of it, dude. Not a fan of fucking foreign nationals being allowed to run in our state races or our congressional races or anything else like that, for that matter, dude. Or their family members, for that matter, that are fucking anchor babies in this country. So, anyway, then we got Bride Rose Sweeney, and I think it was her that actually beat Monique Smith in the thing. Or maybe it was Beth Liston, I'm not sure. It was one of those two that ran against Smith in the primary and primaried out Smith then. But yeah, Bride Rose Sweeney, 154% of the vote in District 16, is going to be a state rep again. Tom Patton, also 155% in District 17. He's a Republican. District 18 went hard for Dems with 86% of the vote there. District 19, that piece of shit Phil Robinson got back into office again with 62% of the vote. District 20, Terrence Upchurch won an uncontested race. District 21, you have new representative Forhan with 73% of the vote. They're a Democrat. District 22, Juanita Brent got an uncontested win, which is not really a win. It's just you have nobody running against you, which I think is kind of bullshit, honestly. It's like, why are you even in the fucking house? Again, this goes back to something I've talked about on this channel before. If you're not going to have challengers, dude, why does this district even exist at all to begin with? Like, you could easily take it down to something else then. You know, there's 88 counties in Ohio. Let's have 88 reps. Seriously, bro. We don't need 99 or state houses, what it is. Anyway, going on, we got District 23, which hasn't been called yet. Dino Troy's up by 2 points. He's a Democrat. District 24 is a new person named Isaac John, who beat Kellner, which I'm not sure if that was Kyle Kellner, if it was his kid. But Isaac John took 70% of the vote in that fucking particular district, so I'm guessing it's very blue is what it is. Same thing with District 25. New Representative Democrat Thomas took 78% of the vote there. Cedric Denson got back in office uncontested. District 27, Baker beat Gurox by 56% of the vote. They're a Democrat. It's unfortunate. I would have loved to see that Gurox woman actually win that race. Same thing with District 28. I would have loved to see Jessica Miranda get her ass beat whole-handedly by Manziel. Unfortunately, it was pretty close, but it was a 4% difference. Jessica won 52% of the vote is what it was, dude. Fucking ridiculous, dude. I would like to see, personally, I'd like to see that one recounted, honestly, dude, because that's close. To me, that, like, I would say anything between, like, 1% and, like, 5% should be recounted entirely, dude, by hand. And if there's any kind of fuckery going on there, like, nah, that person's out of office then, dude. Abrams, who is a Republican, won District 29 uncontested. Bill Seitz, who I do not like, he's a rhino sack of shit. He's been in the office forever, and he's a fucking scumbag who helped fuck over our constitutional carry from being a better thing than it was. Won District 30 with 72% of the vote. You have Romer taking District 31, 52% of the vote. That was a current incumbent. Incumbent Young, who is a Republican, beat Shanahy, 54% to 46%. Again, going back to Democrat strongholds here, you got Tavia Golonsky, who is an anti-gun sack of shit, and between her, Catherine Ingram, and Paula Hicks-Hudson, all three of these retards either tried to put in red flag laws, universal background checks, magazine bans, or some kind of bullshit fucking forced safety guide into anytime somebody buys a gun, which was just like suicide prevention crap or whatever. But it would have basically put the time and the money on FFLs to do that stuff and cut into their actual financial budgets. What it would be then. So fuck her is what it is, dude. She's also an anti-cop bitch. She also tried to pull a bunch of shit back in 2020 when it came to what was she trying to do now? Yeah, she was trying to, well, not only she's trying to defund the cops back then, dude. She was also trying to take away like tear gas and stuff like that from dealing with rioters and shit in the state, dude. So it's like, yeah, that alone should have thrown Golonsky out of office then, right then and there, dude. That fucking douchebag Casey Weinstein, who should be in federal prison right now for committing a hoax on himself back in 2020, like a month after I was federally swatted. Got back in office again with 54% of the vote here. That was District 34. District 35, Dematuchu, I think is our best person's name. It's a Demetriou. Republican, won 60% of the vote there. District 36, Andrea White, who's a current state rep and Republican, is up 51 to 49. That particular race has not been called yet, unfortunately. Districts 37 and 38 went to Young and Blackspear, respectively. They're both uncontested races. They should honestly be one district at this point, and they should have been facing off against each other, what it would have been. District 39, Phil Plummer, won re-election with 56% of the vote. District 40, and this is one of the funny things when I was talking about, so there was a chick named Amy Cox who was trying to run in this district versus current state rep Rodney Creech. And I think I know for a fact I called her out one time on Twitter, and I believe I actually called her out on here one time as well. And I was like, yeah, she can't, there's no way she actually wins this, dude. Like because it was basically like 4 or 5 to 1 votes for the primaries and stuff like that. And I was right, dude. Rodney Creech got 72% of the fucking votes in that race, dude. So I was right about calling some of that stuff, dude. Let's see. District 41, Williams, who is a Republican, currently has a 2-point lead against Larson, who's a Democrat. Race still has not been called. District 42, Derek Marin, who I want to say is the guy that my current state rep is probably going to try to get into become the next speaker in 2023. Marin won with 54% of the vote there. District 64 went hard Democrat with Grimm taking 64, District 43 went hardcore Democrat with Grimm taking 64% of the vote versus Hendricks, 37. District 44, ROGERS, Rogers, Democrat, took 63% of the vote over Palmer. Those are both new people, by the way. District 45 went back to Jennifer Gross with 66% of the vote. District 46 went to Hall, who's the current state rep, with 68% of the vote. This one right here, District 47, makes me very, very happy. You guys may remember I talked about little Sammy Lawrence, little 19-year-old fucking punk-ass March for Our Lives anti-gun fuckboy, Sam Lawrence. Little sack of shit who wants to sit there and suck Sherrod Brown's dick for a fucking endorsement when Sherrod Brown literally cheated his way into office 4 fucking years ago. Yeah, fuck you, Sam Lawrence. You got 33% of the vote, you little asswipe. I'm shocked you even took that much, bro. Sarah Carruthers bitch slapped you like you needed to be fucking bitch slapped by your parents 20 years ago, you douche. Your mama should have swallowed, boy. And we wouldn't even be here today. But, yeah, I'm so glad to see Sarah Carruthers kick the shit out of that kid, dude. More than double digits, man. More than double digit ass whooping there. District 48, which is one of the ones that's been there forever, Scott Olinger, took 70% of the vote there over Democrat Smith, who was a new person. This one, I was looking at this earlier. This one makes me so happy, dude. So, again, looking at that map right there, you see the blue. You see the blue from Cleveland. You see the blue right underneath it. And you see that what looks like leans red. That leans red is Stark County. District 49, which has been a Democrat stronghold because it's downtown Canton for decades now. Thomas West, who I called back in 2020 and talked to him, 2021, and talked to him because with the exception of the 2020 Stark County Fair, there had been fighting, teenagers fighting each other, pulling guns on each other at the fucking county fair for like a decade now. This guy has been in office for at least 5 or 6 years now, dude. Did nothing to actually fix the fucking crime in his county, dude. In his actual congressional district there. And he lost big time. Jim Thomas beat Thomas West 54% to 46%. I am so fucking happy to see that flip red, dude. That right there gives me hope. That right there gives me hope that we have a 2/3 majority in our state house come the new year, dude. Obviously, then going to District 50, which is Representative Reggie Stolfus, my representative. Had a non-contested general election. He just got him by default. Everybody voted for him. You know, it is what it is, man. I actually wouldn't mind seeing his district and District 51, which is where Brett Hudson Hillner comes from, actually combine into one and have those dudes fight off against each other. Because I think Stolfus would actually make a better rep anyway. Brett is a piece of shit. He's been basically a flip-floppy motherfucker when it comes to a lot of stuff. And he's definitely done some criminal shit while being in the state house. So I would honestly like to see Stolfus primary his ass out if they ever became if the two of them became one district then. District 52, Gail Manning won re-election with 57% of the vote. District 53, which was, I believe, Joe Miller's district, 52% to 48% versus Gallagher. I would have loved to see Gallagher take out Miller on that one. District 54 went back to Dick Stain, or Strain, how to pronounce the guy's name. Dick won 61% of the vote in District 54. Even higher Republican fucking thing in this, which was District 55. Scott Lips got 75% of the vote, dude, to Zorn. That's insane, man. Let's see. District 56. We got a new representative, Matthews, who's Republican. 60% of the vote there versus Bennett. I believe, actually, if I'm not mistaken, Bennett was another one of these anti-gunners, except for the fact that she was not a Sam Lawrence March for Our Lives type. She was a Michael Bloomberg / Moms Demand Action person. And it's nice to see her get beat wholehandedly on that one, dude. Those are the two that I was actually looking forward to, was the Sarah Carruthers Sam Lawrence matchup and the Matthews Bennett matchup, because I wanted to see both those anti-gunners be defeated very wholeheartedly, and they were, dude. Like I said, when you got Sarah Carruthers just bitch slapping the shit out of fucking Sam Lawrence, more than 2-1 vote ratio, and you have Matthews taking it by basically like 1.5, essentially, is what it was 60-40. So yeah, awesome. District 57, you had Jamie Callender get 63% of the vote to get reelected. District 58, 57% went to Al Catrona, current state rep. District 59 went to Democrat McNally. So this is actually weird right here. So looking at this, it says McNally 46% or 40%. Ungaro, who has no political affiliation, 36%. And then somehow there is like 24% not there. What the fuck is that, dude? That's just weird. That doesn't even make any sense, dude. I call shenanigans like a motherfucker on that one, dude, for real. Let's get somebody looking at, like, Frank LaRose, do your job as Secretary of State, man. Seriously. Look into that fucking race in District 59, dude, because that seems like some shady shit right there, man. Unless there's like a bunch of independents on that fucking thing or something like that, and you had 24% go to independents, which I don't even buy that being the case, dude. So, anyway. District 60, Chris Jordan got in by default because he was the only one in the race. District 61, which was one I was looking forward to, which was Lear versus Valentine. Lear is now our new representative, Republican. 59% of the vote there. You got Gene Schmidt winning re-election, 64% of the vote. Adam Byrd winning re-election in District 63 was 76% of the vote. Then we got District 64 between Santucci and Peterson. Has not been called yet. Santucci's up by 2.2% points right now. District 65, which I was surprised anybody even tried to run against Michael Oychek. You know, I was surprised this wasn't just a district that was like, okay, the guy's going to win a non-contested, general election and stuff like that. No, there was some guy named Donnelly as an independent, and Oychek beat them wholehandedly, dude. 66% of the vote went to Mike Oychek. Mike Oychek, you may remember, was actually one of the people who tried to make Ohio a second amendment sanctuary this year. And that's basically why he got reelected, dude. Because people want to become a 2A sanctuary is what it is. So then we got Representative Ray getting 65% of the vote in District 66. You have new Representative Miller getting 70% of the vote in District 67. You have Cleggett just taking an uncontested win in District 68. You have incumbent Miller taking District 69 by 73% of the vote. You have, I thought that guy got beat. Oh, wait, no, never mind. That was Lear. That's what it was. That's who it was. Yeah, it was that Lear woman was the one that won that primary against an incumbent, and then she is now a new state rep. So that's awesome, dude. Yeah, she was the one that beat Valentine. So, yeah. So anyway, going back to what I was talking about here, though. Yeah, you got current Representative Miller getting reelected by 73% of the vote. Got Representative Limpton getting reelected by 63% of the vote in District 70. Bill Dean taking District 71 by exactly 71% of the vote. That's kind of funny, actually. District 72 still has not been called for Gale, with her being up 2% points there. District 73 went to LaRae, who's a current representative, uncontested race. District 74 went to new Representative Willis with 63% of the vote there. District 75 went to Gambari with 60% of the vote. He's a current state rep. Rep John, who I believe is Maryland John. I think she was the only Republican that actually didn't vote to basically strip one of his powers back in the day, or any sitting governor in the future for that matter. She took an uncontested primary, or not uncontested primary, she took an uncontested general election win here in District 76. Scott Wiggum won bigly in District 77 with 69% of the vote. Manchester won an uncontested race in 78. Rob Bezel took District 79, or Rob Besdell. District 79 with 74% of the vote. They're a new state rep. Jenna Powell got an uncontested win in 80. Same thing with Hoops in 81. Going to 82 with 79% of the vote was Clap Finston, who is a new Republican in our state house now. Awesome. Got Cross in District 83 taking a win again with 73% of the vote. District 84 went to King with 82% of the vote, the Republican. Barhas won uncontested in District 85. District 86 went to current Rep Richardson with 69% of the vote. District 87 went to McLean by default. He's a current state rep. District 88 went to Gary Click, who's going to be a second termer now with 68% of the vote. District 89, which was one I was actually kind of hoping would fall Democrat right there because fuck DJ Swearingen. That was the asshole who had Terry stops to our constitutional carry this year. Swearingen won by 62% there in that district, dude. District 90 went to Representative Brian Boldridge, 76% of the vote there. District 91, by default, Peterson won. They were Republican. They're going to be a new rep. District 92 went to current Rep Johnson uncontested. District 93 went to Stevens uncontested. Again, start contesting these people. Seriously. No reason for them to get back in by default, man. You could easily take them out there. And, you know, if nothing else, like beat them as an independent or even fucking run against them as a Republican challenger for that matter in the fucking race or something, dude. Or something else for that matter. But anyway. District 94 went to Representative Edwards by 61% of the vote. District 75 went to Representative Jones by 75% of the vote. District 96 went to Representative Ferguson by 71% of the vote. District 97 and 98 were Holmes and Kick respectively in uncontested races. And District 99, current state rep Sarah Fowler Arthur won re-election with 60% of the vote. I'm not going to lie, dude. I'm so fucking happy about that. I am so fucking happy about that one. Because she actually flipped that district in 2020, dude. Because it was a Democrat stronghold for like, I want to say like 35 or 40 years, actually. And she became the first Republican to take that seat in that entire time then, dude. So it's fucking amazing. So here's an interesting one then. So our ballot measures that we had on our ballot that I talked about, I think, a little bit. We had two different ones. The first one was Amendment 1, and these were both different things that would be part of our Constitution now by if they actually got through is what it was. So issue 1 was adding new factors to bail determinations, which was basically, hey, if this person's a violent criminal and they could potentially pose a risk and kill other people if they got back out or whatever with like low bail or whatever, don't let them back out with a low bail. Keep them in prison with like $10 million bails and stuff like that. That passed wholehandedly with 78% of the vote. And Amendment 2, which was require citizenship to vote, which is, hey, if you're an illegal alien, you can't vote in our elections, period, got through with 77% of the vote. So I am fucking super happy about that one, dude. So you had two ballot measures, one for safety and one for security of elections, and they both are now constitutionally in Ohio's Constitution. That makes me so happy, bro. For other state races, Dave Yost beat the shit out of Jeff Crossman for Attorney General. 60% of the vote there. Crossman was an ex-state rep who is a fucking douchebag anti-gunner, should be in prison right now because he was one of the yes votes on the red flag and universal background check shit. I believe he was also a co-sponsor of something at some point that was anti-gun. Auditor Keith Ferber got reelected with 59% of the vote. Frank LaRose won with 60% of the vote versus Clark. And then, of course, Tor was in that race too. I actually would have Tor on that one because I was like, you know what, LaRose, have you really done anything for this state? Like, I don't know, investigate Sherrod Brown's cheat in 2018? No, you haven't. So fuck you. That's pretty much where I was at with it, dude. And then, thank God, dude, State Supreme Court, Sharon Kennedy becomes new Chief Justice with 56% of the vote. Pat Fisher wins re-election with 57% of the vote. Pat DeWine, Mike DeWine's son, wins re-election with 57% of the vote. Interesting to note that both Fisher and DeWine won by the exact same margin, and Jennifer Brenner took it a little bit closer by 1% versus Kennedy for Chief Justice. Dude, it was interesting too when I was voting yesterday. They had the ballot the way it was set up and stuff like that. So you had Sharon Kennedy's name at the bottom under Brenner, and I'm guessing maybe it was because it was by how am I trying to say this now? Like alphabetically maybe or something is the way it was put there or something. Because you would think they would just put like Republican on top, Democrat on the bottom, or Democrat on top, Republican on the bottom, whatever. Do it that way or whatever. But I think maybe it was based on names and shit is what it was then. Because yeah, I almost inadvertently voted for Jennifer Brenner, and that maybe what happened with some people actually. They're voting so fast, they're just like click, and they're like, oh fuck, and they didn't think to go back is what it was. But yeah, nice to see Kennedy actually taking it. Awesome to see Fisher and DeWine getting reelected over Zayas and Jameson, who are both fucking baby killing nutcases and fucking anti-gun, anti-gunners, fucking pro BLM terrorism and shit like that. So, and then of course Treasurer Spruce won with 59% of the vote there. So yeah, really nice to see that actually. Honestly, the only race, there was only one race yesterday that I voted Democrat in, and that was because the current county commissioner, Janet Ware Creighton, is a fucking cunt who should have been thrown out of office over 3 years ago when she, Richard Regula, and Bill Smith, who were the other two county commissioners, all illegally voted themselves a $10,000 raise when it should have gone to a ballot measure for the Stark County voters is what it was, dude. I don't know if that woman beat her or not. I don't really care, honestly. But fuck Janet Ware Creighton is what it is, dude. Seriously. She should have been tossed out of office a long time ago. And that's another thing, too, by the way. When we're talking about term limits, dude, the fact there's no term limits on county commissioners is bullshit in the state, dude. I'm about to bring up that ballot measure pretty soon at this point, dude. Like, that might be something I'm going to do as a lobbyist pretty soon at this point, dude. Either go lobby at the fucking state house and have them do it as a piece of legislation to make it across the board. We have term limits on every seat in this state is what it is, dude, for X amount of time. Or we do a ballot measure on it for like a 2023 time period or something like that and try to get it on that thing then as like a midterm kind of thing. Like, I don't know what that would even be called at this point because it's like the thing between like the midterms and the actual general election then for presidential elections. So it's like that weird off year, I guess is what it'd be called. But yeah, I would like to see that become a thing because I know for a fact that Creighton, Smith, and Regula have all been in the county commissioner's office for like 12 to 15 years each at this point, dude. Like, it's been a long fucking time they've been in there for, dude. And there's no reason for that. Like, they should have been gone like at least a cycle ago anyway. So looking at going further down this thing, looking at the Texas race here, you had Beto O'Rourke versus Greg Abbott. Abbott won by only 900,000 votes. Actually, it was a little over 900,000 votes. It was 4,089,424 votes to 3,179,730 votes. And if you look at where Beto's most of his fucking thing came from, it keeps like flipping out a thing here, and it was all along the border, dude. So I'd be willing to bet if Texas did an actual audit on that election, dude, like there was a lot of fucking illegals and whatever for Beto O'Rourke there, man. I don't know if Texas does the thing like I know Colorado does the thing where it's basically you can have a deal where you can basically vote in person on the fucking same day you register to vote. And it's like, how the hell is that even legal, dude? Like, I don't even get that. Like, that doesn't even make any sense to me. It's like, you want to talk about creating voter fraud? Like, that's what you create voter fraud, dude. You want to talk about people saying, hey, that's some shady looking shit right there, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's how that happens, bro. Fucking ridiculous. And then other stuff we're going to talk about here if I can get the actual shit to pop up here or not. Damn it. Fuck you. I don't want to log into your stupid fucking page. Just give me the goddamn Florida election results, assholes. Yeah, you had Marco Rubio win the U.S. Senate race. Fuck off, New York Times. I don't want to fucking pay for your stupid bullshit. Yeah, you had Marco Rubio win 4.4 million to 3.1 million votes for Val Demings. And then Dennis Mazagia, I pronounce the person's name, took like 31,000 votes. It's like, holy shit, dude. Oh, are you seriously? How the fuck does Tony Evers win re-election, dude? Fuck that shit, man. That was as of 6 minutes ago. That was a fucking thing that just popped up here. Dude, I demand fucking election integrity in Wisconsin at this point, dude, because there is no way that son of a bitch should have won after everything with Kyle Rittenhouse, Kenosha, and Waukesha, with Darrell Brooks and the fucking killing of a bunch of people there, dude. Like, there is no fucking way that Tony Evers should ever win a re-election there in that state, dude. He's a sack of fucking shit. He is literally fucking pro BLM and Antifa terrorism, dude. It's like, how the fuck does that motherfucker ever win, dude? Like, that has got to be bullshit, dude. It's got to be. It's absolute garbage, dude. Absolute fucking garbage. Son of a fucking bitch. They declared Amelia Sykes the winner. Fuck me, man. Are you shitting me with that? Fuck that shit. Dude, I'm about to sue over that one. Because she should have not won that race, dude. Although, to be fair, it was Tim Ryan's little congressional district. It has been a blue fucking shithole of Akron forever is what it is, dude. But even still, like, I don't know. I'm going to call BS on that one, dude. Like, that just feels slimy as fuck to me right now, dude, that she even took that race, dude. Yeah, that bothers me a bunch right there, man. That feels real fucking shady entirely, dude. Bunch of shit right there, man. Oh, Steve Colbert actually got beaten in District 1 by Greg Landsman, a Cincinnati City Council member. Fuck it. Like, again, looking at that race, dude, District 1, District 9, District 13 should all be audited by the fucking Secretary of State, especially District 13 right there, dude. I call bullshit on Sykes' win there, dude. Like, in the first place, Amelia Sykes should have never been in this fucking race, dude. She legitimately beat no one in the fucking primaries, dude. She had no fucking challengers in the goddamn primary, dude. At all. Madison beat 6 fucking people in a primary, dude. It's fucking BS, dude. It really is. It's absolute fucking bullshit there. $14,000 something votes is what it was by too, by the way. Trying to pop this up again now. Yeah, 145,826 to 131,704. Dude, that to me is some Sherrod Brown level fucking cheating by Amelia Sykes at this point, dude. I demand they do a recount of that fucking race, dude. Frank LaRose, do your job as Secretary of State and redo District 13's race by hand counting. And have independent people, not a bunch of fucking Democrats, actually counting the damn ballots is what it is, bro. Because I guarantee you there's going to be a lot of fucking inconsistencies with Amelia Sykes fucking mail-in shit there is what it is. That fucking, oh my god, dude. If that's allowed to stand, bro, guess who's going to be a new member of the fucking cunt squad? Black supremacist Amelia Sykes. That's who. The same Amelia Sykes who voted against every piece of pro-gun legislation in the state of Ohio. The same Amelia Sykes that went all over social media talking shit about white representatives in the General Assembly. The same Amelia Sykes that went on a whole tirade when they were trying to strip DeWine of his powers to do emergency shit by being like, DeWine won't call you back. The fact that she wasn't thrown out of our fucking state house that day, dude, is exactly what's wrong with this country right now. And the fact that this little fucking piece of shit fucking cunt, dude, supposedly won by 14,000 votes, I call bullshit, dude. I call absolute fucking bullshit, dude. Fucking ridiculous, dude. Fucking ridiculous. Actually, that's even funnier, dude. I was just looking at something that was one of the things that popped up on the stuff here. If I can get this to actually come up, I don't know. But I didn't realize this about that Oregon Fall guy. The one that was running against Swearingen. Yeah, this is actually come up or not, I don't know. Apparently, Jim Orgenthal was a gay rights leader, according to what this says here. Yeah, it says gay rights icon Jim Orgenthal loses Ohio House race. Good. People actually have common sense, is what it is, bro. I'm actually like, because that's the thing, dude. The problem with Ohio is, right, like, our local news is basically coming out of Cleveland. That's why we also got Cleveland races and shit in our thing for a lot of the attack ads and stuff like that. So I don't know if there's like attack ads going on there in the fucking race or not, dude. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised in the least, given the fact that with everything going on in this country, honestly, dude, if that Jim guy was actually running like some, I'm gonna be the first gay dude, openly gay man in the fucking General Assembly, and I'm gonna push all kinds of gay shit kind of thing or whatever. Or I'm pro trans kids and all these people are against kids being trans kids kind of thing or something like that. I wouldn't be surprised at least by it, dude. But yeah, I just think that's fucking funny though. Like I said, going on to this Cincinnati article here. It's just funny how the headline is literally gay rights icon loses a house race. Like, for real, dude. Like, that's going to be your claim to fame, bro. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, it says Democrat Jim Oberthal proved he could win a same-sex marriage case. Oh, okay, that's what it was. He could win a same-sex marriage case in U.S. Supreme Court, but when it came to running for the Ohio legislator in a GOP-favored district, he came up short. Oberthal lost to Republican incumbent DJ Swearingen, 89 district, 61.7% to 38.3%, according to final unofficial results. Said district, which includes Erie, Huron, and Ottawa counties, is 57% Republican, according to Dave's redistricting. Says, quote, the results were not what we were hoping for, but that does not mean I will stop fighting. Orbenthal said in a statement, I will always be a champion for all Ohioans, and I will continue to fight for the issues that matter the most to our district. What is that? Abortion, gay rights, trans rights, all kinds of fucking leftist bullshit, dude. I guarantee that's what it is, dude. I would love to know exactly what he means by that statement right there, dude. But like I said, I'm gonna have to take a guess on it. Just knowing he's a fucking Democrat, I'm assuming that's what it is. Yeah, here you go. It said that Orbenthal was the lead plaintiff in the landmark 2015 case that legalized same-sex marriage across the country. Oh, okay, that makes sense. July 2013, he married John Arthur, who was gravely ill because Ohio. Oh, okay, that's what it was. Ohio at the time did not allow same-sex unions. The couple flew from their home to Cincinnati to Maryland to exchange vows. Okay, so Cincinnati guy then. Makes sense. Let's see. That John guy died 3 months later. Orbenthal sued to be listed on the death certificate as his husband. Case was among multiple cases involving dozens of plaintiffs argued together, but Orbenthal was the lead plaintiff, meaning the case bore his name. Let's see. Ohio has elected very few openly gay politicians to the legislature. Current state senator Nikki Antonio has been the only openly gay state lawmaker in Ohio for several years. I fucking knew there was a reason that she seemed like a fucking super cunt, dude. Makes sense. She's a super fucking dyke. So, no, seriously, man. Like, I like, they're like, seriously, Nikki Antonio, bro. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of this bitch real quick, actually, because she actually won re-election last night. And like I said, she is a fucking conniving piece of shit, man. Like, she is a super anti-gunner in this state, dude. Super anti-gunner, super anti-lifer. Just a total piece of garbage is what it is, dude. And it makes sense to me that you would have, like, I didn't even know that about her until now, dude. So it actually makes so much more sense now of, like, you know, even more of a fucking reason why she just seems like a super dyke is what it is, dude. Because she is. And I should say super cunt, and it's because she's a DYKE. Just to be clear, we're doing that for education purposes. YouTube. Yeah, it won't come up now. I don't know, being stupid now. But yeah, like I said, it doesn't make it like it makes sense though to think about it, dude. And again, like here's my problem with all that shit, right? What the fuck does your sexual orientation have to do with how you legislate, dude? It should have no fucking bearing on it at all. You know, you don't see a bunch of straight people pushing fucking straight pride or something like that, dude, in general assemblies and shit. No, what they usually go for is like, hey, let's talk about parental rights and not having fucking communists teach our kids anymore is what it is, dude. And that's what the whole point of it is, though. And yeah, to me, it's fucking ridiculous to be like, oh, but and that's what's sad, right? Like you're basically like, oh, this guy's a gay icon, and there's the only state senator that's actually gay in Ohio right now. Like, who the fuck cares? Seriously, like, do I give a fuck? Nicky Antonio was actually gay, dude? No, I don't actually. I mean, it makes sense now that I know that, and it makes sense why she just seems like a piece of shit, honestly, in general. It's because she's not getting that dick. But nah, seriously, I'm just half making a joke on that one. But I mean, no, for real though, man. Like, she just comes off as a raging piece of shit, is what it is, dude. And it makes sense now that I think about it, man. When you look at that particular phrasing of stuff, like, you know, when you have her basically being like apparently openly gay, and I didn't even know that. Like, okay, whatever. And maybe that's because she doesn't go around talking about it all the time, dude. And that makes sense, actually, dude. Yeah, let me see if I can get a picture of her here now. Let's see. Yeah, that chick is 67. So, okay, here's a bunch of pictures of Nicky Antonio. Go ahead and do a screen share of that one. Yep, this is the woman that was up for re-election yesterday and won re-election. Yeah, I gotta say, looking at her in several of those pictures, especially that like second one there, the Ballotpedia one, I could totally see her being gay. Oh yeah, now that I think about it. Oh, that's right. Now that I think about it, dude. Right here, this one from a couple weeks ago when she was up in Cleveland, dude. She was wearing like some weird like trans pride flag shit as well, dude. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Because I even wondered back then, I was like, wait, is she gay? Because I don't remember her ever saying she was gay. And yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, that makes sense. Then I'm guessing, honestly, this picture right here is probably her and her wife together. The other woman looks like a few people that I've seen in this fucking in this country. Honestly, actually, I'll tell you, she reminds me of. She reminds me of the woman that played in what was that movie? Army of the Dead, the one that was the helicopter driver. She reminds me of that chick with the real short hair and stuff like that. The woman that has the Antonio shirt on there. But yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. And of course, you got that idiot Blaine Griffin in there for some reason. This guy basically was sucking Tim Ryan's dick the other day pretty hard. Yeah, you got a bunch of other pictures of Antonio. Actually, while we're here, let me go ahead and bring up Amelia Sykes and we can show what her dumbass looks like there. Trying to see if that was a different thing right now. There's just a bunch of people there on that one. So, yeah, let me go ahead and grab Amelia Sykes' picture here if I can. So the problem, like I said, with Amelia Sykes is when you have her family, and this is my biggest issue with her and her family actually entirely, with the exception of a single congressional term, which was a 2-year term, and I forget exactly what the year was, but it was basically whenever Amelia Sykes couldn't basically run for office after her mom was termed out of the state house is what it was, and her father had already previously held that that state house seat is what it was. You had her entire fucking family hold on to the same state congressional seat for over 30 fucking years, dude. Like, this is why we don't need fucking dynasties, bro. Like, there should never be fucking dynasties, man. But yeah, here's several photos of the newest member of the cunt squad if this fucking race actually goes through. Which is piece of shit Amelia Sykes. All those fucking women are Amelia Sykes in various poses, and most of them have her fucking little demon glasses on is what it is, dude. So, and then there's her idiot fucking father next to her in that one picture. That is Vernon Sykes, who is a current state rep right now. or sorry, current state senator right now. Yeah, she was a state rep up until the end of the year. He is a state senator right now. And she is the bitch that supposedly won the congressional seat last night in District 13, even though she literally defeated nobody in the primary and barely beat Madison Jesse Otto Gilbert by like 14,000 votes, dude. It's a bunch of bullshit, man. I'm gonna see if they have the actual things for the results there. Go to the all thing here. See if it pops up. Okay, here you go. All right, let's see here now. Yeah, there we go. The exact things. 52.6%, 146,621. Madison had 132,181. So you're talking about, like I said, legitimately like 14,500 votes. Not even that much. 14,400 and something votes. Dude, the fact that there's 97% reporting in that race, though, dude, you can't tell me that there's not 3% that could make that 14,000 something votes for Madison right now, dude. Like, I call bullshit on that one, dude. That is a bunch of BS right there, dude. Bunch of fucking BS right there. Fucking bunch of crap, dude. And you know this fucking cunt's gonna try to push some anti-gunner bullshit when she gets into Congress, dude. I just know she is. I fucking know her too well, dude. Because I followed her fucking entire thing in our state house right now. And that's what I'm saying. Like, this is why I hate these people so much, dude. Because I am here in this state dealing with their fucking stupid bullshit every fucking day, man. And they want to sit there and fuck around is what it is, dude. But yeah, going on to read this whole thing. It says Democrat immediately cites Clinton's 13th congressional district seat. Like I said, it's a bunch of bullshit entirely because she didn't even fucking win, dude. She never won a fucking primary. She was in a fucking race that was a solo fucking race for the Democrats there, dude. You didn't beat anybody in the general election, bitch. You shouldn't even be in the fucking general election to begin with. It's fucking ridiculous, man. Absolute fucking bullshit, man. Of course, it doesn't want to bring up actual shit on here is what it is. Let me go ahead and stop screen sharing for a minute and see if it actually pops up some stuff. It might take a minute to load or something. But yeah, it's just... I am so glad it's not my fucking congressional district, dude, because I'd be super pissed if it was. Yeah, it just... You know, actually, it makes sense that you would have like 14,000 something people vote for her dumbass because, of course, these are the same stupid motherfuckers that should have already been convicted felons that were out there fucking cucking for that piece of shit Jalen Walker, dude. I don't know. The thing about it is, like, are we, because I've said this before on this channel, dude, are we even going to make it to 2024? I don't think so. I don't think we're going to make it to a presidential election without there being, like, serious violence in the streets at this point, dude. And I mean that legitimately. I think there's going to be, like, fucking a balkanization of this country sometime next year. So, I don't know. I've said it before, I'll say it again, though. I think we really should just go back to states' rights kind of thing and fuck the federal government entirely, dude. Because honestly, like, that's where we're at right now. Yeah, okay, here it brings it up now. Let me go ahead and re-screen share then, and we can actually read this article then. Yeah, it's a state rep. Amelia Sykes has won the race for Ohio's 13th congressional district. The race was thought to be one of the most competitive in the country, potentially determining control of the U.S. House of Representatives. Pitt Sykes, a long-term Democrat and figure in Akron politics, against Madison Jesse Gilbert, a Republican newcomer and Massillon native, said Sykes declared victory at her election party at the Akron Civic Theater I am so excited to be a representative for this community that raised me, Sykes said in a crowd of supporters that cheered loudly. Fucking bunch of assholes. She's not voting rights at this point. Said Sykes mentioned to the crowd that she likes to go by her full name, Amelia Strong Sykes, to honor the names of her grandparents. Fucking idiots. Quote, I want to make sure that when I go to these spaces and places. Oh my god. I just realized that, dude. Jesus fuck. Y'all know how fucking Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez goes by AOC. You're gonna have fucking Amelia Sykes go by ESS in the fucking Congress. Oh fuck, man. Or actually, it might just be E2S for that matter, because that would make it even more retarded. Oh, good lord. Oh, please, God. Please, God, no. Like, why? Why, God? Why? Anyway. Obviously, I'm just fucking placating at this point. But yeah, going back to dumbass Sykes, her statement said, I want to make sure that when I go to these places, spaces and places where people said I didn't belong, that they knew that Amelia Strong Sykes, the granddaughter of a sharecropper and farmers from Arkansas, is going to be the most important going to be in the most important democracy in the world, and I'm going to carry their names with me proudly. We're a constitutional republic, you stupid fucking cunt. Seriously. America has been a constitutional republic since 1776. You should know this. You took an oath to office 4 fucking times, and you broke it 4 fucking times, you dumb cunt. Yes, imagine Joshua Gilbert conceded the elections. Fuck that. Don't concede shit, lady. Conceded the election surrounded by cheering supporters of North Canton, saying this is obviously not the result we were expecting and hoping for tonight, but the fight goes on, Gilbert said. So the analysis of the results so far show Summit County to be the stronghold for Sykes, while Gilbert led in Stark County. Again, this is why congressional districts need to be one fucking area, dude. Because if this had been mostly just Stark County, Gilbert wins hands fucking down, dude. The fact that it was mostly Summit County and then a little bit of Stark County, that's why fucking piece of shit Amelia Sykes had the 14K votes, dude. Yeah, so redrawn district includes all of Summit County and for the first time in decades, as well as parts of Stark and Portage counties. Like I said, it's like slivers of them basically that are still Democrats, what it is for the most part. Yeah, Sykes has deep roots in Akron politics, represented the city and Ohio House since 2015 and served as a minority leader for 2 years. Her parents, Vernon and Barbara Sykes, are also long-term Akron politicians. This was Madison Jesse L. Gilbert's first time running for office, but she wasn't a newcomer to political scene. She worked as a political commentator and served as co-chair for the National Women for Trump organization. She also was endorsed by former President Donald Trump. So the race was one of the most competitive in the country, and it was expensive, with each candidate raising about $2 million with many other outside donors. And that right there is why I've said several fucking times, dude. This is why we don't need to have that kind of stuff, dude. The thing about it is, dude, Amelia Sykes is anti-gun. All about fucking abortion, everything else for that matter, dude. And yet she's one of the biggest hypocrites because she has fucking kids. Like, I could at least understand where Nan Whaley's coming from with it, dude, because she's gonna die with her bloodline is what it is, dude. She has no children. She apparently is married to a man, I guess. I didn't know that. I thought she was actually gay, to be honest with you. But, yeah, apparently she's married to a guy named Sam. Nan Whaley is. And the thing with her is, dude, like, her bloodline's gonna die with her is what it is, dude. Where Sykes, her fucking children in the future can come up and be fucking reps in like 10 years, 20 years, whatever it's gonna be, dude. Like, that's the scary part right now. Anyway, let's see. It says Sykes said the competition was tough. She often had to put on a, quote, brave face while watching television ads from her opponent, saying they misrepresented what she stands for. Bullshit they do, you fucking lying cunt. Just like you misrepresented Madison Jessica Gilbert, dude, like a million fucking times. Literally took video footage of Madison's wedding day with her black husband and then wanted to sit there and act like, oh, she's some elitist on a fucking yacht. No, They literally had some fucking parents or aunts or uncles or whatever the case be rent them a fucking yacht for a day to have their damn wedding, you dumb cunt. And you're going to sit there and lie about what it really was. And you want to talk about, oh, I'm going to put on a brave face because Madison's lying about my extremist views and shit. No, you're a fucking terrorist, bitch. You have done terroristic shit in our fucking state house several dozen times. Amelia, you have done enough to be tossed the fuck out several dozen times. The fact that Bob Cupp didn't have the goddamn balls to toss you the fuck out back then, like 6 months ago, is everything wrong with this fucking state right now, honestly, dude. And it's why we have such corruption in this fucking state. And that's what I'm saying. Like, honestly, I want to know who the fucking vote counters were for this race, dude. Because I could easily see them shoving fucking 14K votes into the fucking race is what it is, dude, for Amelia Sykes. Good fucking God, dude. Yeah, and then dumb bitch is trying to quote fucking LeBron. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Yeah, 2 peas in the same fucking pod. 2 black supremacist pieces of shit, dude. And Amelia Sykes and LeBron James. Yeah, it said Gilbert did not say what was for her next. With thanks to her supporters, said we would not be here without all of you from the very beginning. So many of you stepped up to get us to this point. Fucking bullshit, dude. That really just bothers the hell out of me. Fuck. Oh God. I wonder if there. I was going to say, I wonder if there's a way a General Assembly can actually remove a sitting congressman from office or not. That would be something. That'd be something. I don't think a state General Assembly has that power, though. It'd be funny if they did, though. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's fucking bullshit, though. Like I said, I think if Frank LaRose had any balls right now, he would actually start fucking auditing that particular race in general, and then just go to the other Democrat won races and stuff like that, and start auditing those ones too, man. Whether it be Marcy Captors for the fucking like 23rd or 4th time where the fuck she's been in office now, or whether it be that Landsman guy in the 1st district, because all those seem shady as fuck to me at this point, honestly, dude. But especially this Gilbert Sykes race. So, yeah, fucking bunch of crap, man. Fucking bums me the fuck out right there, man. For real. I don't know. It's a bunch of bullshit, dude. Like I said, though, it is what it is at the end of the day. And, you know, we'll move on from here. As far as I'm aware, Republicans look to take the U.S. House anyway, dude. So it doesn't really matter. Like, nothing's going to get done there. Like, yeah, Amelia Sykes is going to be a fucking potential piece of shit cunt. Fucking bitching and moaning at a federal level now. Fucking jerking off AOC whenever she gets a chance. Probably joining the fucking squad like that dipshit Cory Bush did 2 years ago. And just being another fucking extremist is what it is, dude. Another fucking leftist terrorist that shouldn't have been holding office in the country ever is what it is, man. And then wants to sit there and fucking play the race card every fucking chance she gets is what it is, dude. Because that's another thing, too, by the way. You know, going back to what I said about Amelia Sykes in our state house, dude, when she was talking about, you know, constitutional carry, and she's like, and this is why we shouldn't have constitutional carry. And she went on like this whole like black supremacist tirade and sat there and keep trying to play the fucking race card, dude, because she has no fucking actual base to stand on. She only has her fucking race, dude, for being a black female. That's it. That's the only fucking thing she has to stand on right now, dude. Literally. And it's the same thing like that piece of shit, who's that one dumb cunt? Stephanie House. Stephanie House, I would say, is even more of a fucking black supremacist than Amelia Sykes is. And that says something, man. But yeah, they're both pieces of shit is what it is, dude. And the thing with Sykes is, when she's going to sit there and try to play the race card to deny people their constitutional rights, and the worst part of it is, again, pushing her race card narrative bullshit, while also sitting there basically shit-talking black constituents. Like, I would say she's just a racist across the board, honestly, dude. Whether it be anti-white or anti-black or just anti-everybody, basically, that's, you know, for freedom is what it is, dude. She's for sure an anti-constitutionalist at this point, dude. And the fact she's broken her oath to office dozens of fucking times, the fact that she's submitted criminal legislation into our General Assembly dozens of fucking times in the last year, not to mention hundreds of fucking times in the last, like, 5 to 7 years she's been in office right now, is exactly what's wrong with the State House right now, dude. Thank God we have a Republican supermajority that knocks that shit down almost every single time it gets submitted in there, though. And it's like, yeah, this just never gets committee. They just toss it aside and throw it into a big-ass pile is what it is. And it's never heard from again until the end of the General Assembly, and then it never gets heard from after that is what it is. So, just like the same thing, all the anti-gun legislation. You know, you have the Democrats keep submitting these red flag universal background check bills, and they just get tossed to the side, and it's like, nope, not putting those to a committee, ever. Or they'll put them to a quote-unquote subcommittee. That's just a done arrival committee is what it is, dude, because it's like, yep, vetoed down. So, anyway. I don't know. It's a bummer. Like I said, it just, it irks me. It irks me a lot, dude. I wish it was something other, dude. Let me go ahead and look up some stuff right now, actually, while we're still here, because I know for a fact that we're only 11:50 on the West Coast right now. I know that some of those races should be coming in pretty quick here, so if they haven't already, I'm gonna probably try to jump on Breitbart here and look up some stuff and see if we got Kerry Lake winning in Arizona or out of Lexel winning in that Nevada Senate race. I think that's what he was running for. And then obviously Blake Masters in Arizona for that Senate race. And then I believe it was Joe Lombardo was running for governor of Nevada. So I'd like to see if those four won their respective races or not. So yeah, let me just jump on old Breitbart here, because they usually do pretty good when it comes to election result stuff here. I know DeSantis won pretty handily last night, so that's always good for Florida, obviously. Obviously got Greg Abbott keeping Texas red for the time being. We got Mike DeWine winning re-election here in Ohio. A few other things. How the fuck did that happen? The fuck? John Fetterman somehow won that Senate seat in Pennsylvania, dude. Are you fucking kidding me with that shit, dude? There is no fucking way. There is no fucking way, bro. I demand they fucking investigate that shit for voter fraud, dude, because that's fucked up. That's fucking bullshit, dude. Like, there is no way that cocksucker had the votes legitimately, dude. No fucking way that fucking stroke-ass motherfucker had that shit, dude. Fuck that shit, bro. And let's see. Low tide, Republicans favored to take House. Senate tight. Democrats win Colorado, New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, Washington State. GOP wins North Carolina, Ohio, Florida. Wisconsin, Georgia, Nevada, close. Democrats ahead in Arizona. I call BS on that one too as well, dude. Democrats dominate governor races. Republicans own Florida. Stars of both parties headed for defeat. And there's a picture of J.D. Vance at the bottom, who is going to be a new U.S. Senator. And actually good. California Governor Gavin Newsom secures second term. What a bunch of bullshit, dude. Although from what I heard, the guy that was running against him that was like a state senator or a state rep there, I forget which it was. I think it was state senator. That guy did pretty good for himself. Like he came real close to beating Newsom's ass, dude. Colorado's Michael Bennett, rising star. Fuck that fucking guy, dude. Again, it's pretty easy to win these races when you're, fucking stuffing some shit in the boxes, dude. I'm just saying. For real. Holy shit, dude. Brian Kemp defeats Stacey Abrams. Abrams wasted $105 million in donor money. What the? Do you know how many people that could feed, man, for like years? Jesus, fuck. Yeah, I know Oz wasn't popular, but he was a fucking better choice than Fetterman, for God's sakes. Yeah, $105 million, dude. Dude, if I was the people donating money to her campaign, like, I'd be so fucking pissed. I'd be like, bitch, you owe me $105 million. Or your rest of your fucking time on Earth, basically. because now you're going to work for me forever is what it is. So, anyway. Yeah, let me go ahead and read this Fetterman fucking thing here. I just don't buy it, man. I don't know. Like, I just don't buy that Fetterman won legitimately there, man. And it makes sense when you had the fucking some judge there basically overturn the shit to allow fucking Fetterman to have a bunch of mail-in votes happening there, dude. It's like, yeah, when you're fucking doing the same, bullshit as 2020, it's like not that fucking hard to figure out, man. Yeah, so Fetterman projected to win Pennsylvania's U.S. Senate seat. Democrats pick up GOP seat. Fuck that shit, dude. I mean, it really wasn't GOP seat. It was actually fucking Rhino seat because the fucking piece of shit Pat Toomey that was in that seat legitimately voted for gun control in the past 6 months or so. So Democrat Fetterman has won Pennsylvania's U.S. Senate race over Republican opponent Dr. Oz, according to reports. NBC News called a race for Fetterman, state's lieutenant governor, at 12:51 a.m. ABC News followed suit soon after. Fetterman received Okay, so here's the problem. Fetterman received 49% of the response, while Oz garnered 48% of the response. There's still 3% of the fucking people out there, dude. With approximately 80% of the votes counted as of 1 a.m. Again, that's still 12% that could go to Oz, dude. Or even like 8% that go to Oz and like 4% go to fucking Fetterman, dude. And Oz just beats him then, if that'd be the case, dude. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous, dude. Yeah, Fetterman will replace outgoing Rhino Pat Toomey, marking a critical seat pickup for Democrats as the Senate was deadlocked heading into evening. GOP loss in Pennsylvania could make a step towards Democrat Senate majority. Result would make key battleground states with vulnerable Democrats, including Senators Christine Cortez Masto in Nevada, Mark Kelly, and Randolph Warnock, all potential more pivotal. Well, in the first place, Warnock hasn't been holding fucking office legitimately since he fucking stole that fucking Senate seat back in 2021. And I'm gonna say it like it is, dude. That cocksucker has no business being in office right now, ever. So neither does that piece of shit John Ossoff, for that matter. Neither one of those races should ever gone to fucking runoffs, dude, because neither one of those guys ever had the fucking votes what was needed for the runoff to begin with there in Georgia. And if that asshole Brian Kemp done his fucking job in Georgia in 2019, it wouldn't even been a fucking issue, dude. So, and as I said before, dude, anything that Warnock, Ossoff, or Biden signs off on should be looked at as null and void now because none of them fucking have legitimacy to actually put it through anything, dude. So, and you got dickhead panic, idiot Howard Stern for your second Civil War if Herschel Walker wins Georgia Senate race. See, this is the thing though, right? So you have Nevada, Arizona, and Georgia could potentially all fall Republican right now, dude. So it wouldn't matter if fucking Fetterman even picked up the Senate seat in PA or not, dude, because all three of those could flip GOP then. Let's see. This is for a majority, GOP needs to nab 2 of the seats and hold Wisconsin, where Representative Ron Johnson is a close race with challenger Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes, who's a black supremacist piece of shit as well there, and a fucking BLM terrorist. Utah, where Mike Lee leads independent challenger Evan McMullin, 55% reporting. First of all, Evan McMullin is not independent. He might run as an independent, but that guy's a hardcore Democrat, anti-Trump fuckboy is what it is, dude. Evan was a piece of shit and always has been, dude. Yeah, it says after suffering a stroke in May, Fetterman has dealt with auditory processing issues, so he can't even fucking talk is what it is. Yeah, struggles with speaking, having become apparent in public appearances. And again, this man is fucked up, man. Like, how the fuck? How in the actual fuckity fuck are you going to let John Fetterman hold any position of power in this country, dude, when the guy is not fucking there? Like, this is what I don't understand, dude. This man should not be allowed to hold any position of power in this country based on the fact that he is not physically well. And this is why we need to have a 20th Amendment so badly, dude. That includes auto DQs for health issues. When this man has had a stroke in the past 6 months and is apparently having mini strokes on fucking stage all the time, why is he still allowed to be in races, dude? Why is he still allowed to be Lieutenant Governor of Pennsylvania right now? It's fucking insane, dude. It really is. Honestly, if Fetterman dies in office, like if he would actually become a U.S. Senator and dies in office, dude, from like a second stroke or a massive heart attack or something like that, dude, I would not be surprised by it. And then what are you going to have? You're going to have a special election fucking race to replace his dumbass then. So why even let his ass be in there to begin with, dude? Yeah, this is after suffering a stroke in May. Fetterman is okay. Yeah, okay, we're under the part of it. Let's see. It's a Democrat who held a large advantage in the polls in the late summer. Participated in a lone debate with Dr. Oz on October 25th, just 2 weeks before the election. Mail-in voting has been well underway before the pair's debate, in which Fetterman relied on a closed captioning system to communicate. Voters received a signature glimpse into his post-stroke struggles. Again, there is no fucking way that that dude wins legitimately just based on that alone, dude. The fact that you have to use closed captioning to understand what the fuck people are saying to you because you're so fucked in your damn meathead because you're all stroked out and shit, dude. You should never be allowed to hold elected office after that, bro. Like, goddamn, bro. Like, fucking for real. Like, when are we the people going to step the fuck up and start demanding there be a 20th Amendment of the Constitution at this point, dude, that includes health, age, and term limits in it? Yes, a Democrat who declared himself John Fetterwoman said during a Democrat primary debate in May that a top priority as senator would be removing the filibuster and passing abortion legislation. Go fuck yourself, Fetterman. It ain't gonna happen, motherfucker. And seriously, hey, Howard Stern, you want to talk about things kick off second civil wars in this country, asshole? There you go, motherfucker. It would be bullshit like this right here. Removing the fucking filibuster and trying to pass abortion crap, dude. In the first place, you have no right to kill a kid in the fucking womb, John Fetterman. I was going to call him something else, but I said against it. But yeah, it's a bunch of shit, dude, entirely. It's fucking ridiculous, man. Yeah. It says Fetterman also has a radical record when it comes to law and order and crime. Criminal justice. Lieutenant Governor Fetterman oversees the state's board of pardons, which saw recommendations for people sentences to be committed for those facing life sentences skyrocket under Fetterman's watch. He also said he agrees with Pennsylvania could empty prisons by 1/3 and it would not make anyone less safe. He also basically helped a guy get out of fucking jail recently, dude, out of a prison system that murdered a couple people and then wanted to murder other people now. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Democrats wasted $77 million to have Beto O'Rourke lose Texas. Actually, I'm surprised it wasn't more than that, dude. I mean, hell, Stacey Abrams pissed away $105 million in Georgia. So you're talking about $182 million from the two of those jackasses, dude. Ridiculous. Vermont votes to enshrine constitutional right to abortion. What the fuck is wrong with people, dude? Jesus fucking, like, my God, dude. Oh, good for that one. Mike Lee wins re-election, defeats Never Trumper Evan McMullen there. That's awesome. I just don't understand people, man. Like, how do you enshrine the right to kill a child in the womb, dude? Like, what the fuck is wrong with people, dude? Seriously. It just blows me away, dude. It really does. Anyway, we're going to continue on with that, though. As it says here, after voters overwhelmingly voted in favor of a ballot measure, the Constitution of Vermont now enshrines the right to kill unborn babies. Fuck you, Vermont. Seriously. Can we just wipe that state off the fucking map, please? Be done with it. Honestly, shit like this is why there's going to be civil wars in this country, dude. This is exactly why we're going to have balkanization during all that. Yeah, it's a quote, individuals' right to personal reproductive autonomy is central to the liberty and dignity to determine one's own life course and shall not be denied or infringed unless justified by a compelling state interest achieved by the least restrictive means, the amendment reads. Have you fuckers never ever read the U.S. Constitution where it literally talks about life, liberty, property? You can't have the other two without life, you fucking clowns. About 72% or 133,000 people in Vermont decided to vote in favor of the measure according to unofficial results from the Secretary of State's office, while 42,000 voted against it. How is there that low of a turnout? Do they not have people in that fucking state is what it is, dude? Seriously. That's what, 175,000 people, give or take? Dude, we had fucking millions here in Ohio voting. I know Vermont's a teeny little state, but Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, so abortion is already legal in the state. Such a change to the Constitution would mean no piece of legislation could restrict the procedure in the future. So Vermont appears to be the first state to add such a measure by ballot measure. Michigan and California have similar ballot measures on their ballots this cycle. In addition, 10 U.S. Senate, 10 U.S. state Supreme Courts have ruled that their states' constitutions enshrine abortion access beyond Roe versus Wade, which is overturned in June. Bunch of baby-killing sick fucks, dude, I'll tell you what. I don't understand how these people weren't brought up on mass genocide after that kind of stuff, dude. Like, it just... Oh, my God. For those interested, by the way, where they're showing that woman's stomach and the baby inside of it there, I think that would actually be a 3D rendition of the kid. Or maybe, yeah, I think it's 3D rendition. Because they have, like, the cameras now that can do that kind of stuff, and they pick up, like, all the stuff for the kid. That Abby Johnson woman that the movie On Plan was based upon, because she was one of these for Planned Parenthood back in the day, she actually had one of those live in, I believe it was New York City of all places, because it was with her, like, fourth or fifth child is what it was she was having at the time. And it was showing people like, yes, this child is alive inside of me. And people were like, wait, what? Like all these Democrat people that were like, it's just a fucking clump of cells. Were like, wait, that's a baby. It's like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Like, goddamn, people, are you that fucking dumb? Like, how do you have voting rights? Seriously, man. Like, that's what I don't understand. You don't know the biological shit of a fucking child in the womb, dude, that's alive. And you're going to sit there and be so shocked by it. And yet you still have the same voting rights that I do. It's fucking bullshit, bro. It really is. Oh, God. I don't really want there to be violence, but honestly, dude, like, fucking Cersei Lannister style, I choose violence at this point, man. Because honestly, the Democrats have before me, is what it is, dude. And, like, I'm just joining the fucking fray at this point, is what it is, dude. So, anyway. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, actually, here's the one. If Kerry Lake and Blake Masters don't win in Arizona, I'll tell you right now, it's because of Maricopa County, dude. And there's a shitload of fuckery going on there. And the fact that you still have fucking piece of shit Katie Hobbs being the Secretary of State of Arizona while she is running for fucking governor. Fuck that shit, dude. Fuck that shit. This is exactly what we have omnibus qualifications every state power in this country, dude. If you are running for a different office, not only should you have to recuse yourself from the office that you're currently holding, you should be out of that office entirely, dude. And it should be a special election to replace you for that until the next fucking general election is what it would be then. But yeah, as I said here, Arizona drama. Republicans' motion to extend Maricopa poll hours was been denied. It's a bunch of shit, man. And then, of course, you got that fucking cunt Maggie Hassan defeats General Bolduc in New Hampshire. Bunch of BS on that one, too, as well, dude. I'd like to see that one fucking audited the shit out of as well, dude. Because I feel like Hassan definitely did not win that one legitimately at all, dude. Just like fucking Fetterman didn't win Pennsylvania legitimately. Honestly, we should. I'm just gonna say like this right now, dude. The fact there isn't audits on every single election in this country is pretty much what's wrong with America right now, dude, and why you can have fucking massive voter fraud going on for decades. And it's like, no, we should have had every election audited, dude, just to prove, like, yes, this is how things go, man. It should be like a 3 or 4 stage process of like, okay, Here's this thing. Okay, here's another set of people that are gonna, validate the shit. Here's another set of people who are gonna validate it. Here's a fourth set of people that are gonna have the final say, is what it is then. So anyway. Yeah, as this article said, a motion filed by Republicans seeking to extend poll hours in Maricopa County following voter machine tabulation issues on Election Day was reportedly denied Tuesday evening. So, motion was filed jointly by the Republican National Committee, Republican National Senatorial Committee, campaigns of Blake Masters and Kerry Lake, and Jill Norad, which I think is Lake's lieutenant governor nominee, against Maricopa County Register Stephen Richer and members of the county's board of supervisors, including Chair Bill Gates. Not that Bill Gates, by the way. I was watching Fox News yesterday about it, and there's another guy named Bill Gates there. It's not the actual tech billionaire Bill Gates. It's a anti-life motherfucker. So, anyway, it says planners alleged upon information and belief as a direct and proximate result of excessive lines and wait times attributable to systematic tabular malfunctions at vote centers across Maricopa County. Numerous qualified electors seeking to cast a ballot have been unable to do so. And by the way, that's what they talked about with Kerry Lake yesterday, was how she had to go to a different fucking polling place in basically like downtown Phoenix, Arizona, just to cast a ballot, which kind of makes me weirded out on that one, because it's like, so wait, can you just go to anywhere in Arizona and just cast a fucking ballot? Like, it doesn't matter if you have to like be in your own district or whatever, dude? Because that seems kind of weird to me. So, like, it seems like there's a lot of fuckery going on in that state entirely, dude. Maybe that's why it was one of the ones that Biden supposedly won in 2020. Allegedly won in 2020. You know. But anyway. Said here, preventing voters from obtaining and casting a ballot within a reasonable period of time. These preserved tabulator malfunctions have excessively separated the 13-hour voting period secured by state law. Said a reasonable extension of polling locations operating hours from 7 p.m. until 10 p.m. is necessary to prevent irresputable inquiry to the plaintiffs and their members and supporters, and is demanded by the balance of equities and critical public policy considerations. It says later in the evening, a judge denied the motion request, though Gates admitted earlier in the day that some 20% of polling places, I swear to fucking God, dude, if they claim Mark Kelly or that fucking cunt Katie Hobbs wins in Arizona, dude, no, Kerry Lake and Blake Masters need to sue the fuck out of that fucking place, dude, and bust that motherfucker wide open once and for all, dude. 2020 was a fucking enough, dude. We cannot let these fucking cocksuckers swipe another one, dude. If nothing else, we start busting shit all the way back down, man. Anywho. Yeah, so the guy said 20% was affected. Ultimately, the county reported identifying the tabulation issue and said technicians were deployed throughout the county. And let me guess, they used Dominion voting machines in that fucking place, dude. And I can tell you right now, Dominion voting machines, because my county bought Dominion voting machines for the last election cycle and used them this election cycle. When I went to vote yesterday, there were 2 of them I couldn't even fucking use because they were down. And you had long ass wait lines here in Ohio, dude, in a small ass county in Stark County. Small district in Stark County, I should say. Fucking bullshit, dude. Bunch of crap, bro. Says in a tweet, Republican National Lawyers Association chairwoman Harmont K. Dahlin noted that the court ruled against the temporary restraining order. Okay, this is the one that was with Kerry Lake yesterday. I thought it was her lieutenant governor pick, but no, it's just it's a lawyer for the Republican National Lawyers Association. She said, quote, Harmont said, quote, hearing concludes, court rules against the TRO request, despite the admitted problems with voting in Maricopa County and multiple factual declarations from voters affected by bad instructions and malfunctioning. And And then she said earlier, it said, Arizona Mark Kelly's campaign intervened to oppose people who were disenfranchised in Maricopa County from becoming allowed to vote, goes to show you that Democrats' platitudes about voting rights are often situational at best, hearing soon. Yeah, exactly. And by situational at best, what she really means is, oh, if we get people disenfranchised that can't vote Democrat, we're totally going to be about fucking voting rights. But if they're disenfranchised any other way, nope, you're fine. You can still vote. Not really, though, but fuck you, Republicans and independents, everything else like that. No, fuck you, Democrats, you cheating bastards. Fucking cheating son of a bitch, Mark Kelly. The fact that fucking Mark Kelly is even in office right now, dude, and I've said this many fucking times on the show, I'll say it again right now. The dude tried to commit a straw purchase over a decade ago, man. The fact that he is still in the fucking has the ability to run for office in this country is absolute bullshit entirely, dude. He should be a multi-time fucking felon at this point, dude. The fact that his wife is Gabby Giffords of the Giffords anti-gun group should have disqualified him on the fucking spot. Because he clearly has conflict of interest there, is what it is, dude. He's clearly an anti-gun fuckboy. He's clearly running on a whole thing of shit that should disqualify him from the fucking running based on the fact that he's running on an anti-gun platform and stuff like that, dude. And was a couple years ago. Fucking ridiculous, dude. Anyway, continuing on the rest of this article, though, it said that lawsuit in Arizona also alleged that some poll workers, quote, refused or failed to check out some or all of voters who opted to vote at another location after their ballots were rejected by the malfunctioning electronic tabulation device, adding, quote, as a result of the malfeasance, the e-poll books erroneously designatured these individuals as having previously voted in this election when subsequently presenting at a different vote center. These voters were incorrectly informed that they had already voted and were permitted to complete and submit only a provisional ballot. Upon informational and belief, the defendants will not tabulate these provisional ballots. It said these pervasive poll worker errors have denied numerous qualified electors of Maricopa County, including supporters of the RNC, NRSC, Blake Masters for Senate, and Kerry Lake for Arizona, of their right to vote under Arizona law. Said plaintiffs are entitled to a temporary restraining order and or injunction requiring the defendants to immediately instruct inspectors at all polling locations in Maricopa County to properly check out on the e-poll book any voter who has spoiled a ballot and has chosen not to obtain or cast a replacement ballot. Dude, it's fucking such a bunch of bullshit entirely, man. Again, if people want to know what leads to the fucking elevator scene from The Shining, it's going to be shit like this right here, man. It's going to be shit like this right here. You know? Fucking ridiculous, dude. Democrat Senator Patty Murray retains seat in Washington State. Again, I call bullshit on that one, dude. Immediately audit that fucking election, bro. Anti-Trump Republican Vermont Governor Phil Scott wins re-election. Bunch of BS, dude. Senator Rick Scott. Trump would be much better than McConnell as Republican Senate leader. Anybody would be, man. Seriously. Alright, let's keep going down the thing here. Let's see, you got Dershowitz, accuser, retracts. I may have made a mistake. I think that was Alan Dershowitz, and they were supposed, I don't know what's going on with that one, whatever. Let's see, we got Republican De La Cruz defeats leftist Valino in Texas 15th District. Good. Democrat piece of shit Abigail Spermbringer retains seat in Virginia over Vega. Bunch of crap, dude. Trifecta, Charlie Crist has lost statewide as a Republican, a Democrat, and an independent. Okay, that's just funny. LA residents told to stay home due to rain with 4 hours left to vote. Yeah, that's not voter fraud or anything at all, dude. That's not disenfranchisement or anything like that, right? No, not anything, right? No. And then we wonder how fucking LA went all fucking hard blue then. Again, I'll have to figure out, bro. New York Times, breathe like a baby to soothe election stress. What the fuck does it even mean, dude? Shouldn't it be sleep like a baby? Because babies sleep all the time and shit? Like, does it mean like breathe like super, super slowly? Like, I don't get it, man. Like, it's just retarded and stupid is what it is. So, good. Obama judge tosses Vindman's witness intimidation lawsuit against Don Jr. and Giuliani. Good on that one. Let's see. Trump warns Ron DeSantis about running in 2024. Could hurt himself very badly. I gotta say, Trump's being a real asshole anymore, dude. I think supposedly there's like a thing that somebody was talking about the other day where you can't have like two people running together on the same ticket from the same state. I don't know if that's true or not, honestly, dude. I never thought it was. Because I always thought you had multiple people running in election cycles as a single ticket. There is what it was. They're both from the same state many times, dude. And honestly, like if Ron DeSantis went to strike while the iron's hot right now, dude, he would just run in 2024 right now, dude, because he's going to be out of office in 2026 through term limits in Florida there as governor. So unless he would run for like U.S. Senate for a couple years, or unless he'd run as like a single term congressman and win, he's not going to be that politically relevant when it comes to the 2028 election cycle, dude. That's if we would make it to that point in time, which again, like I said, I think the way things are going right now, whether it be all the crazy shenanigans we're seeing right now here, or whether it be everything else like that, dude. Yeah, I think there's a very good likelihood that we're going to actually see this country breaking up before then. So, and we got DeSantis defeats Democrat challenger Charlie Crist. Republican Stitt wins tight Oklahoma governor race. Texas Governor Abbott, now it's time to go to work. Kristi Noem wins South Dakota gubernatorial race. God damn, she is smoking fucking hot, dude. Dude, she is a... Oh, my God, that chick is a stone cold fox, man. Yeah, she is. Oh, my God, dude. She is a constitutionalist, too, man. I know she has some daughters, too, that I think are just as good looking as she is, honestly, or pretty close anyway. And are of age at this point, like they're like 20, 22, something like that. So I don't know. Maybe I'll become her son-in-law. That would be funny. I'm just making a joke, obviously, on that one. But not seriously though. Says Kristi Noem on Tuesday emerged the victor in her state's gubernatorial election against Democrat opponent Jamie Smith. Says, quote, in the South Dakota gubernatorial race, Republican Kristi Noem will win re-election, ABC News announced just after 10 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday. It said Noem. Let's see where we're at. Noem, who will now be entering her second term as governor of South Dakota, said last month Noem launched an ad focused on the ventures of keeping men out of women's sports and taking on Smith, who supports men and women's sports, and has also said we need more things in tax, more things to tax. Of course you do, you fucking Democrat piece of shit. See, Noem had also promised to permanently repeal South Dakota's grocery tax if reelected, adding that if the proposal were to pass, it would be, quote, the largest tax cut in state history and would put hundreds of dollars in the pockets of the average South Dakota family. Dude, I'm about to move to South Dakota on that one if that be the case, for real. Like, fuck Ohio at this point, dude. Like, South Dakota's just as good. I mean, they got constitutional care up there and shit, man. Like, it might be worth it, man. Might be worth it, man. Just make a move at this point, dude. Although to be fair, I know that like the only problem with South Dakota is I know it's like real close to Canada and stuff like that. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, if shit ever does go down like Jericho and stuff, it's one of those states that would basically be uninhabitable in wintertime and stuff like that. So I don't know, man. Yeah, it's hard to say. Anywho, says Republican Governor Kristi Noem also cited the increased cost of living under Biden administration as what led to her to announce a proposal to eliminate the grocery taxes. Said in August, Noem led 16 Republican governors in putting pressure on Biden's administration to demand it end the corona vaccine mandate for international travel. Noem was quoted as saying, my fellow Republican governors are joining me to urge Biden to end the vaccine mandate for national travel. The rest of the world is moving on with the corona shamdemic, And returning to normal, it is time for Biden administration to do the same. Nome was also one of the Republican governors over the summer to blast Democrats' attempt to reconcile the reconciliation spending bill, calling it another reckless tax and spending spree. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, that's why I would honestly, like, when it, like, even like the whole Trump DeSantis bunch of BS right now, dude, I almost rather see Kristi Noem become governor or become president at this point, dude, and have her be like the lead of the ticket or something like that, like leading DeSantis or something like that as like a VP or something, dude. Like she's president, he's VP or something like that, dude. Or if it's like him and her as like president VP, I'd be on that ticket immediately, dude. The problem I have with DeSantis right now, and this is something somebody brought up recently, and it's something I didn't even think about until now, because I actually was like, Team DeSantis for a minute here. But then somebody brought up the fact that DeSantis went around federal government and was giving people in Florida the jibbity jabs, and I'm just like, that's not cool, bro. Like, that ain't very constitutional of you, dog. Because we all know the bad shit from all that stuff. We can't really talk about it on the site. So, yeah. I'm just not a fan of it, man. Just not a fan of it. But, yeah, it's cool to see Kristi Noem win a re-election then. So, anyway, continuing on down the line. Then we got Ted Budd wins against Democrat Sherry Blessey in North Carolina. Good. Republican J.D. Vance wins Ohio U.S. Senate race against Democrat Tim Ryan, making Tim Ryan an irrelevant fuckboy now. Because fuck Tim Ryan. Fuck you, Tim Ryan. I can't wait until your ass is out of the U.S. Congress at the end of the year, you cocksucker. And you will now be an irrelevant hack in the state of Ohio, dude. You might as well just flee the state now, bro, and take Nant Whaley with you, because you're never going to be any kind of relevant in our political spectrum ever again, douchebag, and neither will her ass. Anyway, then we got Army combat vet Corey Mills flips blue seat to red in Florida's 7th Congressional District. That's awesome. Democrat Annie Custer wins re-election in New Hampshire's 2nd District. Fucking ridiculous. Iowa Republican Governor Kim Reynolds wins re-election. Not surprising. Oh yeah, I forgot piece of shit Chuck Schumer was up for re-election tonight. Fuck that fucking guy. How the fuck did he win re-election, dude? Oh yeah, that's right, because New York is a fucking liberal shithole that votes demon pedophiles like Chuck Schumer into office. Fuck that fucking state, dude. Seriously. I know that the Lee Zeldin Kathy Hunkle race is too close to call at this point. Probably going to have them fucking throw her back into fucking seat of power again. New Hampshire Republican Governor Chris Sununu wins re-election. Schmidt defeats Democrat Trudy Bush Valentine for Missouri Senate. Marco Rubio defeats Democrat challenger Val Demings. Thank God Val's going to be out of Congress now. Let's see. Anything else we want to talk about here? Sorry, my thing's starting to go all wonky. Hopefully y'all can still hear my voice. All right, there we go. Let's see. Then we got pedophile Jared Polis wins re-election in Colorado governor race. Republican Andy Ogles wins congressional race in Tennessee's 5th district. Chuck Grassley's 90-something-year-old ass wins re-election. Again, age limits the fuck out of office, old man. Same thing with Dianne Feinstein. Take her bitch ass with you too, Grassley. And Pelosi and all these other old fucks, man. Okay, so that picture of Jared Polis right there. Tell me that does not look like the dude from The Boys. The guy who was able to shape-shift into other people and stuff, dude. And then made himself like Homelander and stuff for a little bit in that first season, I think is what it was. And then also was having, like, making himself like a woman and was having, like, sex with some, like, congressman or whatever it was, dude. Like, man, I could totally see Jared Polis actually having, like, the Mystique kind of shape-shifting ability at this point, bro. And that's how he got into office as a fucking sitting governor then. But anyway. Ohio Republican Governor Mike DeWine wins re-election over psychotic nut Nan Whaley and about 8 people that weren't even on the fucking ballot because they were writing candidates, which is absolute bullshit there. And I think that's the exact reason why DeWine won, actually, dude. Because you had 3 options. You had Mike DeWine, you had Nan Whaley, you had a writing candidate as the third option. It's like, or you could just put like 10 people's names on the fucking ballot, dude, and I can vote for one of them people. That's what it is. So then we got Ohio voters approve state amendment banning illegal aliens from voting. Fuck yeah, we did. By a lot. Like 77% of the fucking vote, man. Which really makes me wonder, were 23% of the voters in that race illegal aliens? I mean that seriously, dude. I'm dead serious when I say that shit, dude. Is there illegal aliens in the state of Ohio that somehow got driver's licenses? You know, fake IDs, whatever it is at that point, man. And we're voting to legalize illegal alien voting rights in the state. I don't know, but it should be something that should maybe be looked into, Frank LaRose. Secretary of State. We got Tim Scott wins re-election in South Carolina. I could see Tim Scott actually becoming a viable candidate in the future for, like, I don't know. I don't know if I really say like president, but maybe like a VP. I could see him being a decent VP to somebody else. Maybe like him and Marjorie Taylor Greene together or something like that, like her as president, him as VP or something. You got her winning in Georgia there. And that's another thing too, by the way. Somehow that piece of shit Josh Shapiro won Pennsylvania governor's race. Again, I call bullshit, dude. There is no fucking way that this cocksucker wins legitimately, dude. The fact that he was the AG of the fucking state to begin with there, I call bullshit on that, dude. The fact that Shapiro literally did multiple fucking felonies in the past year, where he should have been in a Pennsylvania state prison. Why is this asshole even allowed to run, dude? Fuck that, dude. Like, congrats, Pennsylvania. You allowed 2 pieces of shit in Shapiro and Fetterman to cheat their way into office. You're never getting constitutional carry ever now, dude. You have to audit your elections, dude. You have to remove your entire fucking Supreme Court from office right now as well. Because they're the ones that keep incentivizing this fucking voter fraud shit going on there, dude. Period. And we got Rand Paul easily wins 3rd term in Kentucky's U.S. Senate race. January 6th committee Democrat Elaine Luna unseated in Virginia. Good. Guam elects first Republican to Congress since 1993. Why the fuck does Guam even get a congressional seat? Like, they're not a U.S. state. They're just a fucking territory. I don't even understand that one at all. It doesn't make sense at all right there, dude. Kamala's idiot husband rallying Democrats around her for 2024 run. That cunt should be in jail right now for everything she's pulled in the last 2 years, dude. Sorry, 3 years, because she helped bail fund people in 2020 as well. Bunch of fucking felons. That ain't fucking shady at all. Death of Houston city employee shuts down polling site. Where was Beto beating Abbott at in Texas there again? Just saying, man. Just saying. Exit poll, midterm voters oppose transgenderism by 2-1 vote. Good, good. Exit poll, inflation, abortion, top issues. Next, crime, immigration, and guns. Voters deeply dissatisfied / angry with direction of country. Biden policies have been rejected. Another exit poll, 60% do not want Biden to run for president again. Was he even running for president the first time? Or was that Jill Biden toting out a dementia old man who had no business being in office to begin with? Let's see. CNN exit poll, majority of voters negative about country's direction. I sure as shit am when you got Democrats literally fucking around in the office. So did this dude. Then we got Breitbart exclusive. Melania Trump slams failed media on trustworthy woke off over Christmas smear. What the fuck? God damn, dude. 2 suspects, one dressed as cartoon character, arrested in teens kidnapping. Obviously, for those who don't know who that chick is dressed as, is Raven from Teen Titans. Or just the Titans TV series. Fucking bunch of nuts, dude. Alright, seems like that's it for election coverage for the time being. Yeah, it's all international stuff then. I'm going to go ahead and reset this and see if there's anything new then. See if there's any kind of new results before we head out for the night. So, anywho, yeah, let's see if there's anything here at all or not. Looks like maybe the same old shit on that side of stuff. There's no new articles on there. Let's go ahead and look at the election night live wire and see if anything popped up now, considering it's 12:30 in the morning in West Coast states and stuff. All right, it's gonna take a minute to set all this up now, and then I gotta get the hell out of here because I got stuff I gotta do before I go to sleep. Then, so. I just realized that my it pulled out of my thing, dude. Let's see here now. And by thing I mean my plug for my phone. Just so we're clear on that one. That was not me trying to do a sexual window or anything like that, dude. It's just literally my fucking charging plug pulled out of my phone. All right, let's see here. So we got fuck. Now you want to be unresponsive. Come the fuck out, man. Come the fuck out. Damn it, you thing. It was saying something about Wisconsin. I think had been called for somebody. Nice. Mandela Barnes got defeated, apparently. That was as of about a little over a half hour ago. Yeah, let's see. We got 2:57 a.m. Decision Desk HQ calls Wisconsin Senate race for incumbent Ron Johnson. Defeats Mandela Barnes. Let's see. Is there anything else we want to talk about on this one? 2:39 a.m. Tony Evers, Democrat, has won re-election in Wisconsin, defeating Republican Tim Michels. Fucking ridiculous, dude. So Evers made voting a focus on his campaign, saying he was the only candidate who would defend democracy. We're a constitutional republic, you pedo fuck. 2 a.m. Republican Adam Laxalt addresses supporters in Las Vegas, predicting he will prevail against Democrat incumbent Christine Cortez Masto. We are exactly where we want to be in this race. We are going to win this race, he said. 2 minutes before that, you had AP calls U.S. Senate or PA Senate race for piece of shit Fetterman. Fucking ridiculous. 1:36 a.m. Mike Lee, Republican, defeats Evan McMullin to win re-election bid for Utah. Are you fucking shitting me? 1:26 a.m. Governor Gretchen Whitmer won re-election in Michigan, defeating Republican Tudor Dixon. Fuck that, dude. No. Demand audits, Michigan. There is no way that Whitmer won legitimately, dude. There is fucking no chance in hell that bitch takes Michigan legitimately, dude. When you had 2 different recalls against her that would have both went through had it not been for Secretary of State Jacqueline Benson, another Democrat and buddy of hers, from stopping them from going and doing so. Nah, bro. It's time to demand voter integrity and election audits at this point in Michigan. Crack that bitch open and crack Arizona open and crack Georgia the fuck open, bro. Seriously. And you will find exactly why we got Biden and fucking Kamala sitting a place that they should not be right now. And a bunch of other assholes like Warnock and Ossoff, dude. 1:18 a.m. California ballot measure to codify abortion rights in the state constitution is cruising to victory. Can we just fucking have the fault lines bust already in California just breaks off on its own at this point, dude? Seriously. Let's see, 1:11 a.m. Several outlets, including NBC and Fox News, have called Pennsylvania Senate race for Fetterman With an estimated 90% of the vote counted, Fetterman leads Oz by 65,000 votes and 1.3% points. Again, you can still have Oz get a couple 100,000 votes. Is what it is. Let's see. Maine governor's race called for incumbent Democrat Janet Mills. Again, I call bullshit on that one. That was as of 1:04 a.m. 12:48 a.m. Fox News calls Texas 34 race for Democrat Vincent Gutierrez over Republican Maya Flores with an estimated 85% of the vote counted. Gonzalez leads by 11,000 votes and 8% points. That seems shady as fuck, dude. So that means Myra would be what? Like not even a half-term congresswoman now at this point, dude. She's been in there for what, like fucking 3-4 months now or something. That's pathetic, bro. That's pathetic. Stacey did it. She really did it. Democrat challenger Stacey Abrams concedes to Governor Brian Kemp on Tuesday in a rematch for 2018 midterms. I may no longer be seeking the office of governor, but I will never stop doing everything in my power to ensure the people of Georgia have a voice, says baby-killing piece of shit Stacey Abrams. Fuck you, Stacey. You should be in prison. Like, I swear to God, dude, the first thing that Brian Kemp should do tomorrow should be go back and have Stacey Abrams arrested for the 2018 fucking voter fraud shit she pulled during the governor's race then, dude. Something should have happened 3 fucking years ago. Let's see. We got 12:19 a.m., so this is a little over 3 hours ago. Warnock took slight lead in Georgia race. Both candidates at 49%, as Warnock leads in just a few hundred votes. 89% of polling counted. Anything could happen. 12:14 a.m., GOP pursuit for the U.S. House majority. Representative Steve Colbert has lost his re-election campaign. Let's see. Yeah, so Colbert officially loses for a second time in Ohio's first district. Colbert district was made tougher by Ohio Supreme Court, but either way, all Cincinnati had to go is to 1 seat then. It originally had 2 seats is what it was, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, because this is the thing, right? If it wasn't for the bullshit lockdowns, Ohio would still have 16 congressional seats. We now have 15 congressional seats, and that's what it was. You had Colbert be put into another seat is what it was then. And that's why that fucking Landsman guy ended up winning there is what it was. Let's see. It says this comes as Representative Lauren Boebert currently trails her Democrat opponent, Adam Fish in Colorado. Republicans trying to close a tough path to the majority. GOP still has an edge and enough seats to take it back. Idea is going to be big. Majority Republicans were the idea it is going to be big. Majority Republicans was hoping for in the House is fading fast. Well, again, when you got fucking massive voter fraud going on everywhere, makes sense, dude. Just saying, bro. And then it goes back to everything else then. Yeah, it was 11:44 last night. AP calls New Hampshire for Maggie Hassan. Tim Ryan announces he has conceded J.D. Vance. Yeah, go fuck yourself, Tim Ryan, bitch. You know, this is what I love about fucking two-faced Tim Ryan, fucking douchebag asshole cunt. He's gonna sit there and be like, J.D. Vance is an extremist. J.D. Vance is all these things. Oh my God, the mega movement. We gotta come for the mega movement. And then wants to sit there and be like, I have the privilege to concede this race to J.D. Vance because the way this country operates is that when you lose an election, you concede and you respect the will of the people. Fuck you, Tim Ryan, you fucking sanctimonious sack of shit. I want to fight this mother. Like, you know, enough is enough, dude. I'm going to put it out there, man. I am challenging Tim Ryan to a fucking fight right now. We both live in Ohio, bro. You name the time and the place, bro. I don't care if it's a boxing match, a fucking wrestling match, a fucking fist fight in the streets. Let's do this, motherfucker. Because I'm sick and tired of your ass, bro. And I'm ready to fucking throw down, bitch. Enough is enough of this shit, man. That being said, when I say name the time and the place, I'm talking about any time after January 1st, 2023, when you're no longer a sitting congressman. So when I knock your fucking ass out, I'm not going to get arrested for fucking assault of a federal fucking politician at that point. So, yeah, when you're just a random asshole living in Ohio again, let's have it out, bro. Let's have it out. Let's see. Trying to see if there's anything else I can look up here or not right now. Yeah, I'm gonna try to see if there's anything for people like Carrie Lake or anything like that, or Blake Masters or anything pretty soon here. I'm just gonna look up election results and see what pops up then. Maybe I'll just go to like different ones because it looks like there's some that have been called, but other people are not updating the way they probably need to be. Is what it is right now. And then again, it could be there's just nothing going on right now. So maybe I'll just call it right now then. Say fuck it. We'll be back this week anyway. 2A cast. And we're going to update our constitutional carry projections now. Since you have Pennsylvania helping cheat Shapiro and Fetterman into office, there is zero chance that Pennsylvania ever gets constitutional carry with those assholes in power. And yeah, that's pretty much where it is right now, dude. Actually, let me look up something real quick. Pennsylvania. Election results. All right, let's see here now. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show something here because this is what we showed with the same thing with Ohio here earlier as it was when it comes to stuff. The biggest problem with Pennsylvania, and this is something I've talked about many, many times when it comes to, one county, one rep thing. This is what Pennsylvania's congressional district makeup looks like right here. The fact that you have Pittsburgh and Philadelphia that have like dozens and dozens of reps apiece is ridiculous. Number one. The fact that these are basically the main two Democrat strongholds that piece of shit Fetterman took, again, is everything wrong with this country, dude. There should never be such a densely populated area that you can have one person fucking like sway an election that way, dude. Which even looking at the results right now, dude, Fetterman, 2,567,680 votes. Dr. Oz, 2,436,756 votes. So that's like 100,000 something right now, dude. It's like 130,000, give or take. Honestly, if you look at the Libertarian Party, the Green Party, and the Keystone Party of Pennsylvania, you throw all those together and you got Dr. Oz winning right now, dude. If all those people just said, hey, we're going to give our votes to you is what it is, bro. Because that's, 71 or 70,000, 100, let's see. That'd be 98,898. Yeah, it's like 107,000 right there, dude. So yeah, he would still be losing a little bit, I think, actually. Let me see, 107,000. I'll put him up to 5. It would be a lot closer. It would be about 20,000 between the two then. Like Oz would still be losing by about 20,000, but it would still be fucking super close. It would be, man. Yeah, that's a bunch of crap, dude. Fucking bunch of BS right there, dude. Yeah, I call bullshit on that whole thing, dude, entirely. Let's see here now. I was trying to see if they had the Pennsylvania governor's race here or not. That was from 13 hours ago, was that thing, though. Let's see if this ABC 27 actually has the results there for the actual governor's race or not. All right, it's not one to come up now. Whatever. I'll figure it out later. We'll talk about it either tomorrow or fucking maybe like Thursday or Friday during the 2A cast or something. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm getting tired though. I don't feel well either. So I haven't gotten a lot of sleep in the last 24 hours. I found out yesterday that things I thought were going to get me some money for something that I wanted to get this week apparently were not the case, and the shit that I thought was worth several $100s was worth like a few bucks, unfortunately. So, trying to figure out a way to make some money here, since my ass is obviously having issues when it comes to being able to work properly, is what it is. But yeah, it's very unfun, and it just makes me sad, honestly. Pretty much a gut punch when I took the coins I was going to sell into the coin shop yesterday, and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, I can give you like $60 for them," and I was like, "Fuck." Yeah, just not fun, man. I also took him to a pawn shop before that, and the dude's like, he was asking me how much I wanted for him, and I'm like, "Yeah, if I can get that much out of him." He's like, "Yeah, I can't come anywhere near that." Didn't say what he could actually give me for it, but then he's like, take him up to the coin shop." I took him up to the coin shop, and they're just like, "Yeah, $60." I'm just like, well, fuck, because it was the whole that was a piece I was trying to sell, and yeah, the guy was like, "Yeah, you got some nice things in here, like the Morgan silver dollar and stuff like that I had from the 1800s, and a couple other things." And he's like, "Yeah, for the most part, like those commemorative ones are usually don't fetch a whole lot of cash, unfortunately, because that's what it is. It's just people put them together and they never put like key dates into the actual things, is what it is then." So yeah, it just sucks, man. It really does. But it is what it is, and you know, at least now I know. At least now I know. Like I said, it would have been nice to get a few hundred out of that and be able to at least, parlay that into something else, whether it be a new laptop or a firearm or something. But unfortunately, was not to be the case. And it does suck, man, because the laptop I'm on right now, again, we've been having issues with this all night when I've been in this fucking thing. So, anyway, but that's pretty much where we're at for the day. So, at least now what we know for a fact is that it's time to just look at the federal government as illegitimate at this point, dude. And take shit to the states, is what it is, bro. And start doing state general assemblies the correct way is what it ends up being, man. Because clearly, some fuckery's going on in some places, man. And like I said, if I was any voter in Pennsylvania right now, I'd be bringing a lawsuit against that state. And as an Ohioan, I'm fucking seriously thinking about bringing a lawsuit against Pennsylvania, is what it is, dude. To demand voter integrity in that state, dude. And demand election audits in that state, man. Because there is fucking zero reasons why Josh Shapiro or John Fetterman should have ever won those respective races, dude. There is no fucking way that those fuckers won legitimately, dude. And I'm just going to say it like it is right now. And when you can't have election integrity in this country, and when you can't have free and fair elections, dude, because you have a bunch of motherfuckers stepping in and making bullshit on dated ballots a thing on your fucking thing for mail-ins and stuff like that, dude. Like, nah, bro. There's clearly some fuckery going on here. And like I said, if you want to talk about what leads to civil war, dude, it's voter fraud. You want to talk about what leads to balkanization in this country, it's voter fraud, period. And until we address that fucking issue, nothing's ever going to change. When you have fucking piece of shit judges, probably Obama appointees is my guess, in Arizona refusing to even give fucking people in Maricopa County the ability to vote when they had a whole bunch of fucking bullshit things with those election machines, is what it is, dude. It's like, again, honestly, this is why I grew a Tor. When she was talking like her whole entire campaign when she was running for Secretary of State here in Ohio, dude, this year, was basically, hey, let's go back to a paper ballot system and let's have actual accountability again. And it's like, exactly. Because at least then you have a fucking, trail. You have a paper trail. You have documentation and stuff like that. Dude, with digital shit, all they have to do is just be like, oops, all the shit got erased now. Oh, sorry, can't do election results and integrity there. Oh, there's a glitch in the system. Everything's gone. Sorry. Better luck next time. No, it's a bunch of shit, dude, entirely. And that's what I'm saying. Like, to me, it's so convenient to vote by machine, honestly, because, like I said yesterday, it took like 4 or 5 minutes when I went in there, dude. When I was finally able to pop my thing into the machine, it was like click, 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 done. That being said, I remember the first time I voted back 2004 for the presidential election, it was by a hanging Chad kind of thing, dude. And honestly, it was kind of a what you call it to figure it out to begin with or whatever, to put it in there and shit, to be able to like punch the fucking names and stuff out. But when you finally did, it took about the same amount of time, honestly, dude. And I feel like that was a better way to do it, honestly, dude. Because at least then it's like, yeah, you have the ability to go out there and do what needs to be done then, man. And like I said, you actually have paper trails is what it is, bro. When you have no paper trail, it's much easier to commit voter fraud and stuff. So anyway, that's pretty much where we stand right now. Like I said, congratulations to those who won legitimately in these election cycles, which is all of you Republicans out there and all you independents out there and anybody that's not a fucking Democrat. Fuck all you cheating ass Democrats in this election cycle, and I'm going to see your asses in court pretty soon, starting with you, Amelia Sykes, because I know your bitch ass didn't win legitimately, motherfucker. And there is no chance in hell I'm letting you take that U.S. congressional seat without a fucking fight in the courts, bitch. So you will see Ohio Patriot Education Network filing a lawsuit against the state of Ohio in the 13th Congressional District very soon. And it's as simple as that. I'll see you guys in the next one.